touch through every step of the process. We don't get paid unless you get paid. CampionLaw.com.
Count on Campion, Campion Law.
Hi, I'm Blake Bortles. People know I've always said if I wasn't playing football, I'd probably be on a construction site. So Next Gen Roofing finally let me live the dream.
Blake, why are you wearing a red practice jersey?
Always worn it for safety.
Right. Well, around here, the red jersey means you're the new guy. So you're in charge of garbage cleanup.
Perfect. I love garbage time. Always excelled in it.
It's not exactly what I meant.
Good thing Next Gen Roofing has real pros handling everything from family homes to large commercial buildings. Next Gen, teamed up with you.
Teamed up with you.
No way, Jose!
If you want the perfect tacos, margaritas, and the perfect place to enjoy time with friends, say
No way, Jose!
The freshest Mexican food, the coldest drinks, the greatest time. No Way Jose Restaurant, Bar and Grill, Bay Meadows, and San Jose.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Get ready, Duval. Jaguars training camp is returning to Miller Electric Center. Join us for an up-close look at our players in action and be part of the excitement as football returns to Jacksonville. Daily tickets are limited, so don't wait. Secure yours at jaguars.com/training camp.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Good morning.
Good morning. Coogan Nation. Time to rise and shine and start your day with Duval Sports Media Big Steppers. Dan Hicken.
You know it!
Jeff Prosser.
It's a big deal.
Gosh, it sure is a big deal.
And E to the T.
E.T. is in the booth.
Rise and shine. Good. It's go time on a Monday morning. It's the Next Gen Roofing Monday. And as you may surmise via the YouTube feed, we are indoors for now. The patio, the practice field's right behind us. We got some kind of rain in the area here. We'll keep you up to date on that as we move along. And certainly want to get out there and see the boys go at it. Pads a-popping for the first time in 2026. The Jaguars get into full pads for their training camp workouts and everything that means from both the players' perspective, the coaches' perspective, even the front office perspective. And from our perspective, it's always a little bit more fun to see guys take it to the ground, see a little bit more physicality in a sport that's known for just how physical it is. So it's always kind of a big day when those pads go on. I remember in the old days, man, it would be like literally like bull in the ring drills. They do the Oklahoma drill, put two guys in there like they're in Pop Warner football and go at it a little bit. We've left some of those feats of strength in the past now, but especially on the trenches, man. Let's start to get a little bit of an idea. We got some edge rush talent that's young and has been flashing in the workouts as they've been designed to this point. In fact, we'll have one of those monsters of the edge group, Trayvon Walker, is going to join us here. That's coming up at, 7:15, I think, this morning. So we'll be excited to talk to him. I know he feels good being healthy. Right, it's been a lot of nagging injuries with Trayvon Walker, who's done enough here as a Jaguar to earn that second contract. So that happened this offseason, and they are excited about the potential of that group. And it's not just Trayvon Walker and Josh Hines-Allen. And again, it's fair from our fan and media perspective to at least be wary. Between, BJ Green and the young cat that they got out of Washington and Wesley Williams, a first-round pick, Strigow, got a chance to play some last year. So, I think you got four guys there that are really going to compete for, I'd say, one solid role because Gardeck is going to fill a lot of those pass rushing responsibilities. Maybe two rotational spots are there for the taking, but how these young guys perform with the pads coming on today is going to give us another step in the direction when it comes to evaluation as well. Look, we play football here in a week and a half. They go to New Orleans at the end of next week. They'll have the dual workout. We'll see our old buddy Travis Etienne. The preseason opener is a week from Saturday, and so ball gets rolling here. Fine-tuning, I think, is probably – although they wouldn't describe it that way, but from sitting on this side, it seems more like a fine-tuning. The guys were back out on the field yesterday, by the way, and I think they had maybe some uppers on or at least shells. It was a little more than just shorts and T-shirt workouts. And guess who stole the show? Travis Hunter. I mean, and we've talked about this. They need a phone booth out there because the man runs 3 or 4 plays on defense, goes into the phone booth, changes his jersey to the other color, and then he'll go play offense. And when you do that, there is I guess, less time to really stand out on one side or the other, apparently, unless you're Travis Hunter, who, by all accounts, had a big one yesterday. Travis Hunter, the receiver, hauled in 2 long passes from Trevor Lawrence. And Travis Lawrence, the cornerback, made a great break on the ball and produced what would have been a pick six. So you can see why the sky remains the limit, and he's kind of under a blanket a little bit because we didn't see him in the entire second half. But he's back. He's bigger than ever. Will he be better than ever? I don't know. But Travis Hunter did meet the media over the weekend. First real time that he's had an official Q&A since he had the injury. Now, we've seen him, through his podcast and through some promotional appearances. We've heard from him a couple of times, but not real in depth. It's interesting, and yesterday is kind of a good day to remind ourselves that I think we're all, and this may be true, but E.T., don't you get the gut feeling heading into this camp that you would see 80% of Travis Hunter's snaps on the defensive side of the ball?
That I thought. Yes,
yeah,
sir.
And I still kind of think that, but yesterday shows that thinking may be misguided. He may be a bigger part of this offense. Look, I will say this, and the one thing that's proven true in a short time with these guys, they'll put the guys that are playing the best out there. BTJ went to the bench. Travis and Parker Washington came in and played a lot more football down the stretch, right? I mean, Parker Washington's probably on the field more than Brian Thomas Jr. in the second half of the season. So whoever the hot hand is, whoever the playmaker is, whoever the difference maker is, and if Travis Hunter is flashing that and being that on offense, I still think we see him as a primary starting cornerback. I don't think he leaves the field on defense a whole lot unless just the typical situation will call for it. But on the offensive side of the ball is what stamina as he has, and that's the question I have to be asked over the course of an NFL game, because last year he was never really pressed into anything near full-time duty on both sides. You have games where he might only have 9 defensive snaps or 12 offensive snaps. They bounced him back and forth. And I wonder if this year it might be, if he's healthy and continues to produce, I wonder if this year won't be a year where we see, the majority of the snaps at corner, and yet still 45-50% of the offensive snaps. I don't know. A day like yesterday makes you wonder. So while, and I will say this along those same lines, I am comfortable enough watching Travis Hunter, win the Heisman Trophy, watching him in limited action, game action last year as a cover corner, and then just how he's exploding on the ball again in these workouts, and they all have an asterisk because it's not official football yet. Today is one more step toward that. I feel like he's a dominant corner. He's just waiting to start on Sunday. That's what it feels like. And so we tend, I think, because of that, to maybe forget a little bit about the offensive side of the ball. It's something that Travis Hunter hasn't forgotten about at all. When he did meet the media and he talked with us over the weekend, and he talked about this, they've got a virtual machine in the Miller Electric Center. You can go in and you can kind of see the action in the playbook and where you go. And so if you put in the time and the effort, and Travis Hunter does that, then you get not just up to speed, but maybe ahead of speed. And when it comes to the offensive side of the football, he talked about this incredible room now that he's working with. Bottom line, talent level aside, you're a young receiver, you're learning your way in the NFL, and last year was Brian Thomas Jr., a second-round player in the league. It was Travis Hunter, it was De'Ami Brown. Think about that out of the starting gates. Yeah, Parker Washington was on the team, but not the Parker Washington that we're expecting when this season begins. And now you turn around this year, you've added Jacoby Myers at the trade deadline. You got BTJ now in his 3rd year. You got Parker Washington, a more veteran receiver. Now Travis Hunter is a part of a much more illustrious group than the one that he was dang near expected to headline last year. So what's he learning and working with these receivers? He told us.
VT is really like my main guy that I try to stay on because I want him to do better. I want him to be better.
And, Park and Cove, they going to always do their thing. They going to always be there. They the first people in the building. Me and BT chasing that. We want to be the first person in the building. Might not be able to beat Park because he here and he turned on the alarm and turned off the alarm. So Park is here all day. But, we just try to, make each other better in that room. We just continue to stay on top of each other. I've been out for 9 months, so all those guys that stand on me like, Trav, this is what you got to do. This how you get that. This how you do this. So they definitely, helped me a lot.
A little bit of back and forth, from a technical, from a playbook, from an on-field side. They impact Travis Hunter, but you could tell from the beginning of that answer, couldn't you, that when it comes to he and BTJ are, just a year apart in draft class, he's leaning on him a little bit, trying to make BTJ a little bit better. So, man, it sure is exciting to think about what this offense can be this year, and so much of it is going to have to be determined by an unproven running back room, and that's what it is. We did see Chris Rodriguez on the field for the first time yesterday in a non-limited capacity, and so the pads going on today and popping. We shall see. As I said, for now we're indoors. We're just inside. Man, I have a beautiful facility here. But we're kind of just tucked inside. Our normal broadcast position will be just outside. You don't see it, from this view, but just outside here is the patio and the practice fields behind us. So we're just being a little bit wary of the weather as we get up and going. And if we can move it to the much more friendly outside location, we will. We'll see. We got the glue gun on it, Richie. Richie's on it, then the best thing that can happen will happen. So we will continue to monitor the weather, and I remind you of that as well, because today I'm sure will be a very highly attended training camp. They all have been. It's been a terrific atmosphere. Jake, you were down here yesterday. Was it another virtual sellout? So, yeah, you got to go online. You got to register for your spot. It doesn't look like a lot of people are registering and they're not showing because this place has been hopping. And Travis Hunter put on a show for him yesterday. So Trayvon Walker coming up in the 7 o'clock hour. We've got, obviously, Hick coming up with his arrival. That's at 7. We got Jason Gibson in the 7 o'clock hour. I'm not going to admit I'm disappointed. Not going to lie, I should say. I will admit I'm disappointed. The Sharks lose at home to Tulsa. They didn't get any points. ET, what happened? They only scored 28.
They only scored 28, man. I don't know. It was a tough game. Run game couldn't get going, and Tulsa was just a better team.
Yeah, so I know we're going to have a dejected, despondent Jason Gibson joined us to kind of put a wrap on a season that showed a lot of promise. There was a time where they looked like they might be the best team in the league. They lost a lot of close games. They looked like they had kind of righted the ship with a win over the really the best team in the league, Green Bay, and they beat them pretty good here last week. They earned that home field game in the playoffs, and dang, those Tulsa Drillers came in and took care of us. So we'll put a wrap on that as well. It's a busy weekend in sports, so let's take a quick break and come back on the other side. I'm happy today. My Braves have won 4 in a row. They had a 4-game sweep over the Nats. They're playing good baseball. And then the trade deadline comes and goes, or it hasn't gone yet. It's a little bit later today. It's a trade deadline that couldn't be any more than Atlanta Brave than it was from a Braves perspective, at least as we sit here now. But again, I'm happy. Pads are popping today. Football's back. The Braves are hot. And when we get into the topic of the trade deadline and just the sorry state of Major League Baseball, and that's what it's reached. And I'm going to try and not lose my joy this morning in summarizing what's happened so far in the trade deadline and the only move that really is going to have the kind of consequence was the first one, and of course he did. That and more when we return. You're listening to The Drill. It's Next Gen Roofing Monday. 40 under 40 here in Jacksonville businesses. Timmy Beatrice done a great job over there. And when you need roofing, you can I promise you this, it's Next Gen Roofing at nextgenroofing.com. We're back with more from the Miller Electric Center. Our camp coverage continues.
Jags breaking news, big local story. You'll hear it on your ride home with Frank Frangie and Hayes Carline. Insight you can trust, conversation you can love. The Frangie Show, afternoons on 1010XL. Live streaming from the XL Digital Studios. Brightened by Harbor Dental Care, Jacksonville's first choice for dental emergencies.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
The birth of a child is a time of joy, but when complications during delivery lead to injury or death, families are left with lifelong problems. If you believe a medical mistake contributed to a birth injury, protect yourself and your family by understanding your legal options. Founded in Jacksonville, Edwards & Raggets helps families evaluate medical negligence claims. No fees unless you recover damages. Call 904-INJURED or visit 904injured.com.
Edwards & Raggets, offices Jacksonville.
If you love the Jags, if you crave the NFL, we make a show for you. It's Jaguars Today with experts and insiders. Locked down by Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors. 10 to noon weekdays on 1010XL.
Frank Frangie here for my friends at Coil Fencing. You've heard me talk about our Bregan baseball complex with walk-off charities and we needed a batter's eye. Nobody knew how to do it. Coil figured it out, and it is great. Since then, Coil & Sons has completed hundreds of projects, including most recently our football fields at Fort Family Park. The bottom line is they do everything. They do it well. It looks great. I trust Coil & Sons. You can too. Since 1927, they've been getting it right. CoilJacks.com, C-O-Y-L-E, Jacks.com. That's where you find them. A proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Hey, Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
Instant Keys is turning 25, a quarter century of saving the day when your keys mysteriously vanish.
Seriously, it was just in my pocket.
Or when that remote fob decides to quit working.
The dealership is such a hassle.
For 25 years, Instant Keys has been the go-to locksmith service for car keys, house keys, transponders, re-keys, and even high-tech smart locks. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you for honest, professional locksmith service. Use Instant Keys.
Hey, Florida homeowners. Are your electric bills through the roof? Your old windows and doors could be the problem. Renewal by Anderson offers superior energy-efficient solutions. For a limited time, buy 4 windows and doors, get the 5th free, plus 12-month special financing. Don't let another hot Florida summer drive up your energy bills. Upgrade your home's comfort, beauty, and energy efficiency with Renewal by Anderson. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation. Restrictions apply. License number CGC 1527613.
In this age of globalization, we've learned that bigger isn't always better. Ever tried to get phone help from a big corporation? From a real person? Good luck. That is what's so nice about Mike Merritt's Heating and Air. Unlike publicly traded conglomerates with headquarters in faraway cities, Mike Merritt's Heating and Air remains family-owned and operated by Mike, your neighbor. Mike Merritt has delivered hometown service, integrity, and pricing for generations. The big guys incentivize their techs to sell you new equipment. Mike's team emphasizes repair first. We only sell you equipment if your current equipment is worn out and beyond repair. And let's be honest about price. Small operations without much overhead can sometimes lowball your job, but you can't trust just anyone with a truck. They may be here today and gone tomorrow. Mike Merritt has been keeping North Florida cool for more than 3 decades. That's experience and dedication you can count on. Call today or see us on the web.
Florida license number CAC 050384.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
Get ready, Duval. Jaguars training camp is returning to Miller Electric Center. Join us for an up-close look at our players in action and be part of the excitement as football returns to Jacksonville. Daily tickets are limited, so don't wait. Secure yours at jaguars.com/training camp.
it's perfect for me. You know, I got first priority for that room because I'm playing both sides of the ball. So just going in there every day, learning new plays, like I said, just learning the process and knowing everybody's job, just not mine, is really helped me get on the field and just play fast. I know y'all one playing practice just now. I've had to come out, but they was running hurry up, so I just had to jump back in and just learn to play on the fly and continue to do what I was doing. So it had me more comfortable. I didn't panic. I was able to guard who I had to guard and stuff.
That's Travis Hunter speaking on that virtual room that he was able to continue honing his skills even when he was out injured for a spell. We got lots more Jag talk as the Pats go on for the first time this football season a little bit later today. We'll see just how engaged they are. It'll be fun to see. Hopefully the rain stays off, because another downside of that is the team won't lose any of their practice time. They'll move it indoors, but indoors, you're not gonna, at least from a fan perspective, not going to get that bird's eye view. So hopefully things clear up. I haven't really looked at the weather forecast per se, but perhaps it's about time to do that as we get up and going. E.T., you know what I'm learning, my man?
What you learning, my boy?
I'm learning that these weddings and invites to weddings are a big deal. Apparently, Donovan Mitchell got married over the weekend.
And I'm not happy about it.
You're not? What happened?
Oh, man, dude, that's Bay. He got married to Coco Jones. Whoa!
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Coco's off the market, boys.
Yeah, she off.
So anyway, they have a big soiree, obviously, and you know, I was looking at they were showing all these high-profile guests that are milling about, but then they showed a piece of video. It was back in, I guess it was in the playoffs, because Donovan Mitchell was in uniform, and Jaylen Brown recently. Excuse me. No sneeze button on Remote. And Jaylen Brown recently traded to the Philadelphia 76ers, comes up to Donovan Mitchell. He's like in the tunnel. He's like, hey, man, how come I get a wedding invite? And Donovan's like, what are you talking about, man? I sent you an invite, yada, yada, yada. And Jaylen's like, no, you didn't. And then he's like, man, I sent it out. I didn't get responses from two people, you and Jalen Brunson. And then he's like, blah, blah, blah. And I guess they figured it out. It came from an unknown number, this, that, or the other. But it showed he searched that man out to find out why he wasn't going to the wedding.
He had to figure it out.
And I think also Jalen, it felt like they were probably a little bit better buddies than like you would expect to be invited, so to speak. So anyway, I guess they got it all worked out. And then, you know, fast forward to video from the reception in all its glory. And there was Jaylen Brown, Natalie attired as a new member of the Philadelphia 76ers. Look, we had something happen over the weekend that if you're a Gator basketball fan, just upped your odds just another click higher. The Congress, I guess, has ruled that the courts have ruled that the 5 years for 5 years of eligibility, 5 years on campus, that's the new rule. And it was supposed to start, you know, now. But the 2022 class, whose fifth year would have been this year, were excluded from that. And those are the eligibility pleas that different colleges and players are making. And Denzel Aberdeen had applied to have his eligibility reinstated with the University of Florida. Their reasoning being he barely played as a freshman his first season in Gainesville. Aberdeen played 3 years in Gainesville, including winning the Natty. Went off to Kentucky, had a very good year last year, shot 40% from three, averaged about 14 points a game. Decided he wanted to for his last year, if he could get the eligibility, return to the Gators and join that backcourt. And now with his 5 years being grandfathered into Aberdeen's freshman year, it means he was granted his eligibility for the Gator basketball team over the weekend. And man alive. And there have been some good basketball teams in Gainesville, and the 04s have deserved their place as the best to ever put on Gator basketball uniforms. They won the national title in back-to-back years. But I'd love to see a game of those guys from the 04s running against this team that's going to be on the court next year for Todd Golden. It is an absolute steamroller. They have the best front court in the country. And now with the backcourt of Boogie Fland and Denzel Aberdeen, you got a couple really high-ceiling guys there. It allows Klausjar to slide back into that sixth-man role. And we haven't gotten into the extra added depth, and it's going to lead to, I would think, a difference in scheme and strategy for Todd Golden, because notoriously he'll only go 7 or 8 deep, especially when he gets to to important time, and maybe that's the right thing to do. Look, Leonard Hamilton had a lot of years at Florida State where he had a really deep roster, and he played them all, and you couldn't help wondering, bro, you got top 10 picks. They should be getting, the majority, if not all the minutes. But there are 10, 11 legitimately hungry mouths to feed in Gainesville, and that will be part of the dynamic of that basketball team. But getting Aberdeen, the addition into the backcourt with everything else they have down there, the phrase abundance of riches comes to mind. All right, so the MLB trade deadline is racing toward the 4:00 hour, and that's when they close shop on what you can get done via the trade market here in Major League Baseball. And you have a lot of teams that are trying to position themselves for a chance to win it all. It was going to be difficult going into the deadline. It was going to be difficult for the Brewers or the Braves to make the kind of significant move that could put them on par with the Dodgers. If they went and got Tarek Skubal from, who's the best pitcher in baseball, by the way? If they went and got Tarek Skubal from the Tigers, either the Brewers or the Braves would have gotten closer to the Dodgers. And no team is unbeatable, don't get me wrong. But they would have gotten closer. They still would have been prohibitive underdogs. The Brewers, to my knowledge, really haven't added anything yet. The Braves, and the most Braves-like deadline moves ever, get a right-handed bat hitting about 225 for the Royals, named Lane Johnson. Had one good year for the Nats a couple of years ago. He's basically a right-handed version of Mike Yastrzemski. So it's a platoon. Is it an upgrade? Yeah, I saw one grade, gave him an A-, another C+. Whatever. Doesn't move the needle. And then they go and get Tyler Mahle, who is a veteran right-handing innings eater. And so you're trying to fortify your rotation, and you went and got a guy who's got a 5.03 ERA. It is what it is. Can he work magic? He had a good year last year for Texas, like a sub-3 ERA, but he'll give you innings. It's something that Brave starters don't do. If you're not Sale or Elder, they've each had 13 games where they've gone at least 6 innings. The rest of the staff combined have gone 12 times, have gone at least 6 innings. Holmes, Ritchie, Strider, just down the list, all of them. So he gives you some innings, back of the rotation guy, veteran arm, whatever. Nothing monumental, doesn't make you any more likely to beat the Dodgers, that's for sure. No one in the National League among the big boys really countered anything huge. The Cubs got a good team. They added Kevin Gausman, a much better pitcher than Tyler Mahle, but whatever. Cubs get Gausman. He comes over from the Blue Jays. For the National League, Brewers didn't really do much, at least not yet. Well, again, there are going to be more moves today. There are pitchers out there, and I can only hope that the Braves go get a Casey Mize or a Robbie Ray or someone that can make them legitimate. Because let's circle back to, the lead is, the Braves or the Brewers or the Cubs or the Phillies, they didn't get Tarek Skubal because, of course, they didn't. He went to the only place in the world that every single person who follows Major League Baseball, other than Dodger fans or organization members, didn't want him to go. Not because it's, not because you're a crybaby about it, because baseball is broken. Period. The nerve of the Dodgers GM and the way that he presented and his statement. Give me a break. The only team in the world that can do it. People say, well, somebody could have offered more than the Tigers. Yeah, I suppose, but everybody else is walking a way tighter margin line when it comes to dealing away at prospects. The Dodgers can deal away whatever they want. They didn't have to deal away much to get Tarek Skubal for 2 months and then let him go. And no, they're winning the World Series, barring a major choke. Anyone else has to give more, get Skubal, have him for 2 months, and still maybe not be good enough to beat the Dodgers and win the World Series. But as a Braves fan, I'm incredibly disappointed. That I don't care about prospects. I don't care about saving. Send 3 better prospects than the Dodgers did, and let's rent Skubal for the back half, rather than, Tyler Mahle. But hey, again, baseball has allowed this. It's disgusting. It's non-competitive. The whole balance is out of whack. And I think we can really say the Dodgers are going to cause the work stoppage. The overall system does. but it's the Dodgers and their inability to contain themselves at all for the good of the game. And what are they supposed to do? Baseball and the feckless commissioner, Rob Manfred, have allowed this to happen. The Tigers allow it to happen. How about we'll trade him to anybody but the Dodgers? Anybody going to make a statement? Anybody going to corral this incredibly out of balance system? And what happened is exactly what I feared happening. And they did exactly what only the Dodgers could do. The best player on the trade market is just the excess for the Dodgers, but they can play defense. They can get Tarek Skubal and have the added benefit of knowing that the Brewers or the Braves or the Yankees or anyone else didn't get him. And I don't know a single baseball fan that says, yeah, this is good. Oh, yeah, Skubal to the Dodgers. Cool. They're even better. And you can't blame the Dodgers. You can hate them more. You can certainly blame baseball. And you see this coming from a mile away. We've known all along that the best, priciest pitcher on the market, the most impactful player in free agency or at the trade deadline, we knew all along was going to go to the Dodgers. And the 5-man rotation that they have, in addition to the lineup and the trillions of dollars that they've spent and deferred, it's David and Goliath. So whether you're the Rays or the Yankees or the Braves or the Phillies or the Brewers or the Cubs, is there anybody out there with even more than a puncher's chance than the ones I just named? Maybe the Red Sox. They went out and swept the Dodgers in the regular season. Doesn't mean anything. And there you go. I mean, those 7. Grab your slingshots, boys. Grab your slingshots. Because once October rolls around, here comes Goliath stomping into the Major League Baseball postseason. All right, we had I will say this. Golf's given us some stories this year. We've certainly got some stories from, at times, an underwhelming leaderboard during the final rounds of PGA tournament play this year. And we had another one yesterday, and it's going to be fun to kind of read the file on Michael Thorbjornsen, who walked away yesterday a champion in Detroit. So we'll hit on that. We got much more from the Jags. NFL news this weekend. There was a veteran edge rusher who went kind of back to the future over the weekend. That will be in the football fix coming up in a little bit. But Liam Coen met the media after week 1 of the get-together. Of course, we talked to the Jags head coach on air last week, went kind of viral. But some more kind of standard Q&A operational on what he's seen to this point. I'll let you hear that and from Liam Coen when we return as well. It's a Next Gen Roofing Monday, raising the roof on another Jacksonville Jaguars football season. It's Next Gen Roofing and nextgenroofing.com.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Crank the amps and hold on tight.
Closing the gap.
Sunday at Iowa Speedway.
Through 3 and 4.
NASCAR is revved up by the Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local Union 234 on Jacksonville's high performance NASCAR station 1010 XL.
Credit card interest rates are now over 29%. Most people are only making the minimum payments, so they're getting nowhere. Hey, Prosser here, but here's what many homeowners don't realize. Using the equity in your home, you can easily access hundreds of thousands in cash. With Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan, you can pay off your credit card, your existing HELOC, your car loans, or get money for that home improvement project. One client just got $100,000 approved and saved over $1,500 a month. Here's the best part. With Loan Pronto, you can do it all from your phone. With zero out-of-pocket, no hard credit pull up front, no appraisal, no long drawn-out bank process, and no touching your first mortgage. Rates are at a near 3-year low. Act now. Go to loanpronto.com. See how much you can get in about 60 seconds. Loan Pronto, 2,800 5-star Google reviews. Call 904-999-1508 or go to loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
Indeed presents hires you can't afford to get wrong, like a social media manager.
Did you just post our Q4 earnings to your personal social media?
Oh, yeah. Used the trending audio and everything.
That's confidential financial data.
Relax. It only went a little viral.
The SEC just commented with the eyeball watching emoji.
This is the job for sponsored jobs. This is what happens when you don't sponsor your job on Indeed. Next time, get matched with quality candidates with Indeed sponsored jobs. Visit Indeed.com/hire now and sponsor your job today.
Give us your hot take.
Pop quiz, hot shot.
On the 1010XL text line, designed by Lifetime Enclosures.
You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm awake and I speak English, so yeah, I do know what you're saying.
Be part of the conversation. 641-1010.
Jacksonville, save big today at Green Acres Sporting Goods. Right now, get a semi-automatic AR-style 12-gauge shotgun for just $2.99. Green Acres also stocks the top brands of suppressors. For nearly 60 years, Green Acres has been Jacksonville's trusted source for firearms and outdoor gear, providing expert service you can count on. Shop Green Acres today at greenacresporting.com.
ET here for Encore Research. What if the next medical breakthrough started with you? Clinical research volunteers play a vital role in helping doctors better understand diseases and develop future treatments. This summer, discover how participating in a clinical research study can advance medical breakthroughs while empowering you to take an active role in your own healthcare journey. Are you ready to learn? Check them out at EncoreDocs.com. Together, we're building a healthier future for Jacksonville.
If you're getting estimates for replacement windows, do yourself a favor. Get one more. Prosser here. I did, and I was blown away. Cash Building Materials' local team is so experienced, and they know exactly what works for Jacksonville homes at a surprising price. You owe it to yourself to see what they can do before making a decision. Before you buy windows or doors, get a cash quote. Search Cash Building Material. Cash Building Material. Windows and doors done right.
Call a timeout for the new Smoke and Honey Melts at Firehouse Subs. Choose flame-seared shaved steak or grilled chicken breast, peppers, caramelized onions, melted provolone, chipotle honey dressing, and mayo. All on a toasted sub roll, only at Firehouse Subs.
Keep your ride shining all summer at Gate Express Car Wash. Buy one premium graphene wash and score a second for only $10. Don't wait. The sizzling summer sale ends August 21st. Visit Gate Express Car Wash today.
25 weeks comes down to this.
You ready?
3 wide under the lights. 0 margin for error. Everything on the line. Flirting with 200 miles per hour in the place where this journey began. Race 26, the final hunt for a spot in the chase. The Coke Zero Sugar 400 weekend at Daytona, August 28th through 29th. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com. 1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
Get ready, Duval. Jaguars training camp is returning to Miller Electric Center. Join us for an up-close look at our players in action and be part of the excitement as football returns to Jacksonville. Daily tickets are limited, so don't wait. Secure yours at jaguars.com/training camp.
All right, we're back on a Next Gen Roofing Monday, and it is time to take your season to the next level when the Jags return to the bank in 2026. Become a season ticket member, unlock exclusive access to ticketed events, members-only experiences, NFL membership club perks, and more. Availability is limited, so don't miss out. Call 904-633-2000 or visit jaguars.com/season tickets to secure your spot for all of the action. Going to return to a little Jag Talk and Liam Coen on a couple of topics here in just a second. But first, today's Shazam Spotlight is brought to you by ShazamAuto.com and the Murray Ford Superstores. Take that short drive to Stark or Kingsland, and you will save, and you'll have a terrific car buying experiences. It's not always the easiest right now. I know that, you know, prices go up. You better have the best service. You better have the best deals. And my friends at the Murray Ford Superstores are going to hook you up when it comes to all those different angles. And I put the spotlight on a guy who we should have seen it coming. And this isn't your, hey, here's the next superstar. We just did that last week with Jackson Coyvine when he won. But there is just this procession of such good golfers. By the way, Miles Russell in that Western Am made it to the semifinals. He lost in the semifinals of the match play. So another close butt for Miles Russell, who's had an incredible summer. And back-to-back weeks, he lost in the final of the Junior Am. He lost in the semifinals of the Western Amateur, which is not a junior tournament. That's all amateur. So shout out him. But let's turn back to yesterday's PGA Tour winner, Michael Thor Bjornsson. Just 24 years old. He's a Stanford grad. He's a three-time All-American at Stanford. Carries all the credentials that these young guys coming up carry. He won the Junior Am. So he was a Junior Am winner. He was a three-time All-American, a multiple winner on tour at Stanford. You know, he's a lot like that Jackson Coyvon kid from Auburn that we saw last week, although Coyvon's amateur record is, maybe top five-ish. But the point is, Thor Bjornsson has the game. And what I really appreciated about him yesterday, he had that dog in him. We've seen so many guys this year who haven't been in the position struggle. Even if they wind up winning, they misstep down the stretch. And, buddy, with two of the hardest holes on the golf course, 17 and 18, long, difficult holes, Thor Bjornsson striped two beautiful right-to-left drives, striped two perfect middle of the green irons, and made two routine par putts, and one by two. Well, they were flaring all around him. At one point, man, there were 10 guys within a shot or two of the lead, including Xander Schauffele. He had a two-shot lead over Schauffele. They were playing together. And they went to the 16th hole. It's 3 chances for Schauffele to make up ground. And actually, he was only 1 down at that point maybe that was 15. Yeah, he was after the 14th hole, he was only 1 back. And Thor Bjornsson made a birdie, and then he held him off, playing with him up 2 with 3 to go. And so Michael Thor Bjornsson at 24 years old. He also has another little cool attachment to his resume. As a winner this week, he gains entry into the Masters next year, so he'll get to play Augusta for the first time, kind of. He is also a former drive, chip, and putt champion. That contest that they started, up at Augusta, gosh, it's probably been 10, 15, 20 years by now, but he becomes an alum of a drive, chip, and putt, not just an alum, but a champion. There have been other alums who have made it to professional golf. And by the way, this is a good trivia question. He's not the first former Augusta drive, chip, and putt champion to win on tour. The answer, Akshay Bhatia. Akshay Bhatia was also a drive, chip, and putt champion, and now Michael Thor Bjornsson joins him as that, but he also picks up his first tour win. That's 8 first-time winners on tour this year. All right, the Jacksonville Jaguars are going to try and keep that rhythm of winning rolling. It's been a good start to camp for Trevor. He's had a couple misplaced throws in the first couple, but he's been much sharper the last few. He had an incredible offseason, and Liam Coen, if nothing else, will shoot straight. And if you went back and you heard his comments on Trevor Lawrence a year ago, they would sound different than they do now. They weren't negative, but they weren't as effusive, as confident as the claims that Liam Coen seems willing to make now. So here's head coach on what he's seen from franchise quarterback this first week of training camp workouts.
Day one was not, his best or our best as a receiving group, as a crew. I thought yesterday was very sharp. Thought he did some of the throws he made yesterday were legitimate, like big time throws that, you're really excited about seeing. I thought there was some things in the red zone today that he did really well. And I think there's a couple clips that we can learn from in terms of just how fast things happen down there. And for like a bigger dude, something we're just working on is like some of the routes that a concept maybe that you run in the red zone that you also run up the field, that the footwork up the field, maybe like 3 steps in the gun or hitch, it has to be a different footwork in the red zone. So like those were some things that came up a little bit of how fast it happens down in the red area. And with such limited inventory of red zone concepts a lot of what we were running was things that we were also running up the field. So a couple of those things came up, but in terms of running the show, the operation, and also accuracy and putting the ball on the guys and spreading it out, I mean, I think he's seeing it really well right now.
Well, that's a good place to be, right? You'd certainly rather be in rhythm and moving toward the beginning of the regular season. It's a long haul, man. 17 games, 11 of them away from the friendly confines here. As the sunrise hits us, you can see how dicey it looks outside. So hopefully they're not forced indoors. And I don't think they would practice even in the rain. I don't think it's necessarily a lightning thing. You get out on a slick field. We heard Liam Coen say one of his big goals of training camp is keeping guys off the ground, keeping them healthy, and running around on a slick field wouldn't do that. So we shall see. I'm in no position to be calling things here. Don't get me wrong, but I do know it's at least for now pushed us indoors for at least a spell. And we'll see. I thought too, Jake. I'll just have a conversation off air. You guys always enjoy that. I forgot that. It got this this roof built out over us, but it doesn't actually have a roof. It's just, you know what I mean? Like in my head, I was thinking we were undercover there, but we haven't been. So, anywho, I digress. Let's get one more from Liam Coen. The pads go on today, so now we can get physical. We can see what's happening in the trenches. He was asked if maybe we'll lean a little bit more on the run game with pads a popping.
Definitely. And really, all three practices so far in team run, which is always the first period of the day, that's been in a rack of 4 plays for 4-1, 4-2, 4-1, 4-2. That's been 3-1 run to pass. So we'll continue to do that as the pads come on, and then especially when we get to later on, which is true team, which is usually 50-50, like 2 runs, 2 passes. We may mix in more 3-1 in some of those periods as well. I've been pleased with it. Obviously, it's very difficult to evaluate, and sometimes you can get into some bad habits when you're not hitting and blocking with pads on, but I've been pleased with the guys so far.
And a lot of competition on it. It's going to be fun today to start to see who can show out on that end of the ball. It's hard to take too much out of offensive tackle edge rush battles when they're in shorts, when they're not in pads, when they're not going closer to full speed. We got some. I think that offensive line is far from settled. I don't know how that's going to shake out. I would doubt that the guys we're seeing as a big nucleus of this offensive line, if they're all here by the end of training camp. So when are the young guys ready? They drafted guys with purpose, and now you got to also be able to say, are they going to meet that purpose, or do we stick with the guns that we've had drawn? So, and then where is the developing young defensive line prospect going to come from? Right? We've got the established vets now with Josh Hines Allen and Trayvon Walker. Trayvon going to join us, by the way, 7:15 this morning. We've got the established interior defensive tackles with Devon Hamilton and Eric Armstead. We've got established veteran players, but there's a whole bunch of young guys behind them. Can one or two of those guys emerge to be an impact player? And there's a variety of names. You got B.J. Green, who continues to open eyes and draw praise from anybody who's watching. You got Strigal on the other side. You've got 2 rookies that you've drafted at edge rusher, mid to late round picks that you're hoping you could see splash. So we shall see. With pads on today, it definitely jumps up a notch. Well, we saw the list of edge rushers, and Jacksonville showed up well. They were like 5th. But we've also seen the Houston Texans be 1st or 2nd with 2 dominant edge rushers already. So what did the Texans do yesterday? They went and got the best edge rusher still available in free agency. That and more in Football Fix when we return. We are up and rolling. We're at the Miller Electric Center. Dodging the raindrops so far this morning. Trayvon Walker, as I said, going to join us now inside half an hour. And we're back with a quick Football Fix. Get on track for the 7 o'clock hour and more. It's a Next Gen Roofing Monday on 1010XL.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
This is your VSIN Action Update, brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Atlanta Braves swept a 4-game series on the Nationals yesterday. The first 4-game sweep for the Braves since they did the same to the Nationals at Nationals Park in September of 2025. The Braves and the Marlins at Truist Park to open up a series tomorrow. Atlanta, the -165 series favorite. Ian Seymour on the mound for the Rays today in Denver against the Rockies. Seymour 7-3, a 4.37 ERA and a $1.63 favorite. Michael Lorenzen for the Rockies +135, 11.5 under the total. NFL preseason kicks off Thursday. Carolina a 1.5 favorite over Arizona. Progressive helping veterans drive their lives forward. More info, keysofprogress.com. With your action update, Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
Believe it or not, back to school is just around the corner. Before the schedules fill up, the lunches get packed, and life gets hectic again, take care of one thing you've been putting off: your home's plumbing. That dripping faucet, slow drain, or running toilet isn't going to fix itself. Schedule any plumbing service with Duck Duck Rooter this month, and we'll include a free water heater inspection at no additional charge. Cross one more thing off your back-to-school checklist. When you're stuck, call the Duck. 904-862-6769 or DuckDuckRooter.com.
Storm season is here, and at JEA, we're on it. We work year-round to strengthen our electric, water, and sewer systems, making them more storm-resistant. Trees are trimmed around power lines to help reduce outages caused by falling debris. Plus, our online outage map and the My JEA app make it easier than ever to report and monitor outages. So no matter what this storm season brings, we're ready to respond, restore, and keep you informed every step of the way. Learn more and see how you can prepare at JEA.com.
This is Victor Patel, CEO of North Florida Medical Center. Have you been in an auto accident? Are you feeling pain or stiffness? Our board-certified team has over 15 years' experience helping patients recover through chiropractic care, physical therapy, pain management, primary care, and neurology. Even minor injuries can cause long-term problems if left untreated. Schedule your free consultation today at nfmcjax.com. North Florida Medical Center, bringing the care back to healthcare.
There's a simpler and easier way to get your construction permits. PermitRockstar.com. PermitRockstar.com has a team of rock stars, construction rock stars that fight the permit battle for you. The Permit Rockstar platform can virtually automate and submit your permit paperwork, eliminating mistakes. And their private provider can save you weeks on plan reviews and virtual inspections. Get your permits faster. PermitRockstar.com. Stop waiting on permits and get back to building. PermitRockstar.com.
Brian Wall here. Would you take your paycheck, go to the bank, cash it, and then simply throw it up in the air? I didn't think so. But in a way, over the years, that is exactly what you're doing if you have old or builder-grade windows in your home. Even if you have a brand new home, those windows are not the best windows you can have to save on your energy bills. Window World has sold millions of replacement windows to homeowners like you, and Window World's customer satisfaction is the highest in the business. Please check Window World out yourself and save on your new windows and on your energy bills. Compare with other companies and you'll see Window World is simply the best for less. It's up to you. You can call Window World and get a free estimate, get the best guarantee in the window replacement business, save money on your new windows, and save more on your energy bills. Call Window World today at 904-443-7001 or go online to windowworldneflorida.com. Thank you for your business.
Window World also offers energy-efficient doors.
When you're hungry, go big, and more importantly, go to Dailies, where they got anything and everything to tantalize your taste buds and fill you up. At Dailies, our barbecue beef brisket sandwich is slow smoked to perfection, tender, juicy, and full of bold flavor. It's the kind of sandwich that truly satisfies. Try the barbecue brisket sandwich at Dailies. Meanwhile, some favorites never go out of style. The Duval sub at Dailies is stacked, loaded, and made with the bold flavor you want in every bite. Fresh ingredients, big taste. It's a local favorite. Grab the Duval sub today at Dailies. Or maybe you just want a delicious chicken sandwich. Some choices just work. The chicken sandwich at Dailies is crispy on the outside, it's juicy on the inside, and it is full of flavor. Perfect for lunch, perfect for dinner, perfect anytime hunger hits. So grab the chicken sandwich today at Dailies. Dailies is made fresh, it's made local, and Dailies is built for big appetites. I'll see you there today.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Get ready, Duval. Jaguars training camp is returning to Miller Electric Center. Join us for an up-close look at our players in action and be part of the excitement as football returns to Jacksonville. Daily tickets are limited, so don't wait. Secure yours at jaguars.com/training camp.
All right, we're back live at the Miller Electric Center. Hopefully the weather cooperates this morning as the pads go on. It's August 3rd, also known as 85 days till the Dodgers win their third straight World Series. I've done the math. That'll be October 27th, game 4 or 5 of the World Series, and they'll be planning another parade that, no one will care about in Southern California. So there's that. Meanwhile, we got a football fix. Let's tee it up if we shall. Just a couple of news and notes around here. I mentioned the Houston Texans not apparently satisfied with the state of their defensive line. They've added, I think a guy that we would not have been disappointed when it comes to veteran edge rush. Clearly the Jaguars are going to go with their young guys here and see what they got. Maybe at the end of training camp, if they think it's not enough to get started, they'll go get maybe one of those vets. But one of those vets, quote unquote, would be Devion Clowney. And Clowney is returning to his roots. He agrees to join the Texans. If you look at Clowney, you might be surprised. He still gets you, 6, I feel like without looking, and I'm not going to, but like 6 to 10 sacks most years, these last few years, even though we're, in a latter stages of the career. That's putting it mildly. Well, Myles Garrett is being held out in Los Angeles. I'm sure this isn't a big deal, but third straight day, in fact, yesterday, that the Rams have seen one of the biggest offseason acquisitions, if not the biggest. Well, leave to LA, throw that money around, and get two of the best players in each sport. Meanwhile, the Jags here saw Travis Hunter flash at camp yesterday with a couple long catches on offense. He also had what looked like would have been a pick 6 on defense. And today they're full pads for the first time. We've got Trayvon Walker set to join us coming up here in about 15 minutes. So let's call the football fix. It's brought to you by Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. The Bowers Agency, I should say, Mandy and her dream team, though, will hook you up. And the home course, the Jointed Creek Golf Club. Tee it high and let it fly. The best value in golf. It can arrival and more next. Trayvon Walker, 7:15, live at Jags camp where the pads go on today.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios, bringing sports talk to the First Coast. This is 1010XL, Jacksonville Sports Radio.
Hacker here, and I'm going to be up in New England for the next couple of days, taking in a little family getaway before football season. And thanks to Awaken 180, that family getaway will include some water parks, some hide and seek, some water balloon battles, some silly string battles with my 7-year-old and other kids in the family up there in the New England area. 2 years ago, when I was over 300 pounds, I could not have dreamed of doing that, particularly in the hot summer months. But thanks to Awaken 180, the coaching I got, the guidance I got, the weight absolutely fell off. It's the real deal. Results speak for themselves. I lost over 100 pounds thanks to the best weight loss program I've ever been on. Go to awaken180weightloss.com. That's awaken180weightloss.com, or call 844-346-1800 and do what I did. Get your life back with Awaken 180 Weight Loss.
Let's talk insurance, or as I say, assurance, because that's what you get with my friend Mandy at the Bowers Agency. Mandy and her dream team at the Bowers Agency will personalize your insurance playbook. They will give you max protection. Not your average insurance agent. Mandy and the Bowers Agency have everything you need. Home, life, business, auto. Call Mandy at the Bowers Agency or visit them on Facebook or at bowersagencyjacks.com.
Film study and preparation, injuries and fan expectation. Get the perspective of an elite athlete. Patrick Young has breakfast with The Drill Friday morning at 8:30. Tipped off by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists and Coen Flowers on 1010XL.
Tommy Mack here for Duval Glass and Mirror. You don't have to remodel your entire home to make a big impression. Sometimes all it takes is a beautiful frameless shower, a custom-cut mirror, or just replacing that fogged, cracked, or outdated glass that's been bothering you for years. Jacksonville homeowners trust Duval Glass and Mirror for expert craftsmanship, honest service, and flawless results. Visit DuvalGlass.com for your free quote today. There's only one name for glass and mirror. It's Duval.
Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Hurricane season is here, and now is the time to make sure your property is ready. Weak, damaged, or overgrown trees can become a serious hazard when storms move in. Trust the experts at Lucas Tree Service with over 45 years of experience for professional tree trimming, removal, and storm preparation. Don't wait until a storm is on its way. Schedule your tree assessment today at lucastreeservice.com.
I'm Alan Tyre with Trustline Mortgage. My business partners Bill Pappas and Ken Rimley want to thank all of our clients, CPAs, attorneys, bankers, and real estate agents who refer us business every day. If you're ready to purchase, build, or refinance your home, call Trustline Mortgage, your hometown mortgage source since 1989. Call us today at 904-381-LOAN, trustlinemortgage.com. Trust your instincts and follow the line to Trustline Mortgage.
Trustline Mortgage, NMLS 331480. Alan Tyre, NMLS 246490. Bill Pappas, NMLS 218443. Ken Remley, NMLS 246445.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwood Jewelers. Clayton, why is it that when you look at how long a store has been in business, that it always seems to be the stores like Underwood's that sell fine quality that have been around the longest?
Frank, that's a question that really doesn't get asked a lot, but it should be. There are a number of reasons, but probably the biggest is because of the endorsements our longtime customers and their pieces of jewelry have given us through the years. You see, when you sell really fine quality jewelry, that piece will last longer and always stay beautiful. It might stay in the same family for generations, and through those years of wear, a lot of compliments will be made and a lot of people will be told where the piece of jewelry came from. You see, at a store like Underwood's, it's our stated goal to be the best jeweler in the South, not the biggest, so everything we do and carry has to help move us toward that goal. And ultimately, it's the satisfied customers wearing fine quality jewelry that have kept Underwood's in Jacksonville since 1928.
Underwood's in San Marco, Avondale, and the shops of Ponte Vedra.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Southern Oak Insurance. Jag OC Grant Udinski says the offense evolves during training camp.
Through the offseason, we have a plan that we work through all these different ideas and things that we want to work towards.
Tampa's Baker Mayfield is annoyed with his contract status.
To not have a deal done is very disappointing. It's disappointing to say the least.
That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently, it's 7:01 and it's 75 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller. Stay tuned because the Dan Hicken and Rob and more is next right here on 1010XL at 92.5 FM.
XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
Get ready, Duval. Jaguars training camp is returning to Miller Electric Center. Join us for an up-close look at our players in action and be part of the excitement as football returns to Jacksonville. Daily tickets are limited, so don't wait. Secure yours at jaguars.com/training camp.
Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
Never chase bread, chase the vision. Make your word when you say it, be the business. No cap, God am a witness. Success feel better independent. 9-11 at the Valley Atlantic. Big Master P by no limit. Falling hard on another hemisphere. Somebody tell them people Mr. Him is here. Whoa.
You know it!
Mr.
Yes,
Him is here. Whoa. Whoa, Mr. Him.
Here we go. Hello, Monday. He actually instructed me on this one. As you know, we're live at the Miller Electric Center. Moved indoors for a bit. But he said, and I quote, wait till the beat drop before you come in.
Wait till the beat drop. You know, that's just
And I'm
me doing
like,
some producing.
I appreciate that, but you're then assuming that I know what in the hell you're talking about.
Yeah, you're right. But you did well. And then I said, all right, go ahead.
You signaled me. I don't know what the beat drop is.
Beat drop waits for the
no beat drop.
I think he does. He's
oh man.
I did
wait till the beat drop. He tells.
I did give a heads up to we have the sweet red shirt ladies here. I mean, they're just the sweetest women.
Oh
in the
yeah,
world.
shout out Jeff.
They're all so kind. I went over to each of them. I said, "Hey, don't get a
Brace
jump scare
yourself.
here." I did. I told them. It's
gonna
bad
get
for
loud.
Yeah, I said, just brace yourself. I don't want to give one of these poor young ladies a heart attack.
That's fair. They're very sweet, very nice people. And
So I think that, obviously we got a lot of Jag talk. Apparently Travis Hunter had a day yesterday. He's opening eyes on both sides of the ball. And, with the pads going on today, we can maybe even get more indication. I'm starting to think this, Hick. Let me ask you this. Before training camp started, after everything that happened this offseason, if I would have asked you what percentage of, let's say his snaps, not of each side of the ball, what percentage of Travis Hunter's snaps would have been on the defensive side of the ball?
Yeah, a lot. 80-20.
Do you feel, I'm starting to get the feeling, even with the receiving depth here, that he's going to play more than 20% of his snaps are going to come on the offensive side of the ball. I don't, I think because basically he's going to play them all on defense for the most part, right?
Yeah.
And now I'm thinking instead of 15 or 20% on offense, it might be 50% on offense.
The NFL Network had him on yesterday, and they asked him, Travis, how many of the snaps do you see yourself, and his answer in typical Travis fashion was all of them.
Yeah, I think that we have gotten lulled into this impression that that it'll just be a gadget on offense. Even though they're telling us he's not, that's what we feel like. We feel like it'll be those three and he'll be a gadget or he'll have a series. And I'm wondering if it won't be more than that.
Well, you definitely, if you look at it from his perspective, but the reality is 12 personnel, 13 personnel, 4 wide receivers capable, a couple rookies making some moves. I don't know. I could see that. You can get that feeling, and it will be interesting to see. But I don't know.
One thing about this group is they will play the guys that are playing the best.
Yes.
In other words, if Travis Hunter is tearing it, I don't care if he's the starting corner, he's going to be a Pro Bowler.
100%.
If he's the best receiver, and I'm not saying he would be or is, but if he's the best receiver in practice, they'll play him.
Yes.
He'll take snaps from other guys. When there's two receivers, he'll be one of them. So it's a good luxury to have.
Big day today here. We got full pads. We got Trayvon Walker coming up in a few minutes. So, we'll dip out somewhat early. I've had an interesting few days of making my way down here.
What do you mean, making your way down here? To the stadium?
The directionally challenged one. Yours truly, Daniel Patrick Hicken.
Yes.
Always is a little. And listen, I worked literally across the street here for almost 30 years. Okay? So 30 years I made my way downtown. I know the streets of downtown Jacksonville. I feel well. And so I'm not sure. So I'm almost curious, which is a faster way from the Bay? Is it faster to get to the stadium, the Miller Electric Center, right here downtown? The Miller Electric Center, for those who've never been here, right next to the bank. A lot of construction going on, but nothing that will hold you up.
Oh, it's just like driving in here. It looks different, but it's no different.
But what is the faster way? Is it quicker to go to get here from my house, the Duke of Papo Bay, which is basically next to Mayo? Is it faster to go JTB to 95 to the Main Street Bridge and in? Or is it faster to go JTB to Southside, right down the Hart Bridge, and then right here?
Well, you left out the way that I would go, if I were you.
And there's a third way.
Yeah, the third way.
Okay.
Oh, were you going to mention the third way?
Oh, have at it.
The third way is JTB to 95 to Emerson.
To Emerson.
You get off Emerson and go over the Hart Bridge, which is probably a little quicker than if you took. I think you're saying Southside to Beach over the Hart.
Yes.
Yeah, I think and I do know this because I'm bored that way. If I'm going somewhere 5 mornings in a row, I track minor deals.
Yeah.
And I would have thought it'd been faster to come down and go over the Main Street, but it's faster at that time of day to go get off on Emerson, come over the Hart. That's your answer. It's only a minute or two, but that's the answer.
Do you think, which is it?
95 to Emerson is faster than 95 to Main Street by a minute or two. It's very, very close. And I think that's because of the time. Well, at least for me, I'm coming in, 5:40 in the morning and there's no traffic at all.
We throw in this caveat of
not knowing where you're going.
And yes, a couple times I had to go back to the radio station, which is a whole different world.
Yeah, I beat him there by like 10 minutes the other day.
That was good. But I didn't get lost.
No.
I just maneuvered.
You went a roundabout.
Yeah, I got off at University to get to Bowden, which was really
this
mind blowing.
Again, this would be a boring conversation, except for the fact of how humorous it is, because you've literally been driving around here for 40 years.
40 years, I still can't.
If
I didn't have my
it's
phone,
like not a joke, right?
Honestly, if I didn't have my phone, I would have been lost 2 or 3 times.
Oh yeah, and any of these, I think of some of the Dailies places we've been. You would have driven all over St. Johns County before you.
I came down here for 30 years, so it's weird to me that these directions continue to plague me. But anyway, it's been fun.
They have changed up some of the traffic patterns. I could see you getting stuck if you were like coming down Bay on the wrong way. That'll get you. That's another thing you got to deal with on Main Street. You have to deal this way.
Yeah, this right here, this Bay Street.
Yeah.
By the four,
you got to get up to the right and
Seasons
go around.
There's ramps and such that will
traffic lights. Do not enter signs.
Yeah.
No left turns.
You might be going down the wrong way, quite frankly.
And that would be you.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you see a big blue truck coming your way, just get out of the way.
Get out of the way.
He's not doing it aggressively. He's not drunk.
Yeah.
He's just directionally challenged.
All right, I asked our Dream Finders Homes poll question of the day, brought to you by our friends at Dream Finders Homes, the official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars for this purpose, but also the Florida Gators, the PGA Tour, Tampa Bay Rays. Oh, the Rays got 5-inning Freddie yesterday, so congratulations to them. They'll fix him, and he'll be fine. And the Mets get, basically a bunch of minor leaguers. It's been exciting. But we'll talk about that later. We've got Trayvon Walker coming up. But anyway, the question simply is, and it's a simple one. And by the way, go to DreamFindersHomes.com. Unbelievable home rates available to you. I think they build in 15 different locations.
15 of them things.
Oh, just like, here we go.
I think we'll get a vote.
How many is that? Is that 15, by the way? 11, 12, 13, 14, 15? Wow, 15 of them things. And it's a simple question. Who's your current favorite Jaguars player? And I was just curious because I wanted to see, so I put Trevor in. Because a lot of times I go, not counting Trevor, because I know Trevor's going to win, but what percentage will he get this year? Who's your current favorite Jaguars player? And I gave you 4 choices. I gave you Josh Hines Allen, I gave you Travis Hunter, I gave you Trevor Lawrence, and I gave you Cam Little.
I think that Trevor and Travis Hunter are going to be very close and occupy 80 to 90% of
That's what I thought. What I thought. Well, who?
Well, that's a tough one, man. You got, I think it's Trevor, but I don't know. You made it sound like that maybe they weren't close. I think it's Trevor, but like maybe Trevor 45, Hunter 40.
Yeah, Trevor. E, what do you think?
Yeah, that's a good one. I mean, like mine is a little different. Mine's not either Trevor or Travis.
Yeah.
I think it's going to lean one of those. Like
who's yours?
It's between Josh Hines Allen and Cam Little, and I would lean Cam Little.
He loves Cam. He loves golfers.
Okay. All right.
I just got a better relationship with Cam right now. I ain't seen Josh in a little bit, so yeah, I'm gonna lean Cam.
Well, and in fairness to us, answering these questions is a little different from people that are out and about. That don't have dealings with them.
So anyway, Trevor, overwhelming, 59%. Travis Hunter, 17%.
Oh,
it surprised me.
All right.
Cam Little, 14%. Josh Hines Allen, 10%.
Yeah.
So
well, again, that's why when you ask these questions, you keep the quarterback out of it. It's just another reminder.
I just wanted to see what the percentage would be, though. I was just.
And I wonder last year if that would have, if it would have, peaked that high.
All right, we're just warming up. Like I said, we got Trayvon Walker coming up here in a few minutes, so Let's take a break. We'll see if we can set that up.
I think we're getting set up outside, too, for a little bit later. We've had some rain issues this morning, and I only say that because we'll be able to give you a little bit more of the, play-by-play as the pads are popping today as well.
This is the drill live from the Miller Electric Center.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Stand by, please.
Our reward is that justice has been done.
Wherever there is injustice, you will find us. Wherever liberty is threatened, you will find
1010XL. Jacksonville Sports Radio.
Prosser here. You want to know 3 words you can live by? Job well done. Want to know 3 more? Custom tree surgeons. Those 2 go hand in hand. When summer storms come crashing through or hurricane winds start to blow, Custom Tree Surgeons is always on standby, doing it better than everyone else. No job too big or too small, and always job well done. With Custom Tree Surgeons, call Custom Tree Surgeons or visit them at CustomTreeSurgeons.com.
Gang Beards Diamonds is where Jacksonville shops for engagement rings and fine diamond jewelry, and also luxury pre-owned Rolex watches too. Hicken here. Beards Diamonds at the St. John's Town Center stands out in so many ways. They're local, number one. Owners are part of our community. Say hi to the Lupos when you go in. They've been here for more than 40 years. Money spent at Beards doesn't go to Wall Street. It stays right here. And here's the best part. You don't compromise on anything. Best selection of diamonds in Northeast Florida, hands down. Hand-picked by the local owners. Don't have to jack up prices to meet a corporate bottom line. Beards has all the top names in bridal jewelry. Tacori, Verragio, dozens more. Beards guarantees to give you a better price, a better value, period. A lot of those chain jewelry stores are all owned by the same mega conglomerate. Not Beards, locally owned alternative. Beholden to the people, us, of Jacksonville. For diamonds, bands, rings, and even luxury pre-owned Rolex. Shop local. Shop Beards Diamonds.
Looking for a remix on the original Chick-fil-A sandwich? The Honey Pepper Pimento Chicken Sandwich is back for a limited time only this summer. It's a flavorful spin on a familiar favorite, created with Chick-fil-A chicken, a drizzle of honey, pickled jalapenos, and a spread of savory pimento cheese. This sandwich combines your favorite flavors with a new twist. Available for a limited time only, so stop by and enjoy the Honey Pepper Pimento Chicken Sandwich at Chick-fil-A today.
sent in, and Sporting Jacks breaks through first.
For the latest on Jacksonville's pro soccer team, join the Sporting Jacks Coaches Show, presented by Honda of the Avenues, every Tuesday night at 6 on 1010 AM and 1010XL.com.
What if the next roof you put on your home was the last one? Not another replacement in 15 or 20 years, the last roof. Metlock Roofing is Florida's only manufacturer and installer of this exclusive roofing system. Engineered for strength, built for Florida weather, backed by a lifetime warranty. Imagine never needing another roof. Call 938-9933 or visit metlokroofing.com. Get your last roof today with Metlock. License number CCC 1335581.
This August, experience David Bowie like never before with the Jacksonville Rock Orchestra at Florida Theater. Hear the unforgettable songs that made David Bowie a legend. A 27-piece symphony orchestra joined by a full rock band changes the music of David Bowie. Saturday, August 8th at Florida Theater. Get your tickets now at floridatheater.com.
Hey, it's Brent with Arcosa Crushed Concrete. If you've got concrete or asphalt rubble on your site, let me buy it from you, and I will recycle it into construction material for your future projects. Arcosa Crushed Concrete. Get paid for what you don't need.
If your ride is making strange noises, don't wait and make it work. Come to Action Transmission on Merrill Road. My expert technicians can diagnose the problem and likely fix it fast. Experience the difference at Action Transmission on Merrill Road.
If you've been dealing with backups, strange smells, or soggy spots in the yard, your septic system is trying to tell you something. This month, save $500 on a new septic system installation from Rooter. As the only master septic contractor in Northeast Florida, we'll handle everything, from the required permits and inspections to the complete installation. Stop hoping. Start fresh. When you're stuck, call the Duck. 904-862-6769 or duckduckrooter.com. Financing is available.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
Get ready, Duval. Jaguars training camp is returning to Miller Electric Center. Join us for an up-close look at our players in action and be part of the excitement as football returns to Jacksonville. Daily tickets are limited, so don't wait. Secure yours at jaguars.com/training camp.
Oh, he's a former #1 overall pick, ladies and gentlemen, from the University
Georgia. He knew that.
He knows. Please welcome to the program, Mr. Trayvon Walker.
Yes, sir. Round of applause.
Seems a little different than TV.
Yeah,
How you doing?
Doing good. How about you?
You look good.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You know what I
So
asked
do
him?
you.
How many times did you hear that in a
He
week?
said I did too.
Come on now.
I've been listening.
I see.
Thank you.
Got the guns out.
Yeah.
Shoulders.
Thank you,
chest
sir.
off.
Yes. Thank you.
I told him he should go sleeveless, but
Thank you.
Might as well.
it's a work in progress.
Good off season for you, my friend.
So far, so good.
So far, so good.
So far, so good.
So
Yes,
far,
sir.
so good. Trayvon is such a nice, humble young man. So he doesn't worry too much about stuff. But what was the whole contract extension part like? Was that how involved were you? What was that like? Did it what was it like?
Man, it really wasn't even a thought for me. I told myself going into it, like, I'm just going to let my agent handle that. If we get to agreement, we get to agreement. And if we don't get to one this offseason, I was always hoping I would be here regardless. So that's why I really wasn't stressing that much.
It's a great fit for you here, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Jacksonville
100%.
is a good spot for you. You're kind of a, I like to say a country guy from Georgia,
Not too far from home.
Yeah. You get your family down here. You got a place for your family to come and stuff. So
If not, he can now buy him a couple more places.
You can.
We'll get there, eventually one day.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
How do you feel? You've been. I feel like your career's been, and part of it is you play through them, and when you play through them, then stats may suffer here or there, but just from a feeling healthy standpoint, where would you say you are compared to maybe other years?
I'm feeling great. I mean, obviously last year was the big year that I had both of the injuries, but as far as coming into this year, I feel great right now. And the previous years, obviously, it was still some developmental points that I had to hit throughout my career that I feel like now I'm reaching that point where I'm just out there playing freely and it's not really too much thinking about it.
The NFL is interesting in that there's always so much change year to year, but this year it feels like there's a lot of the same faces, and I think defensively, I think that's probably a really good thing for you guys. Not having to learn a new system, as you said, playing freely, that adds to it. Tell me about Campanile and tell me about this defensive group.
Man, Campanile, I think with this defensive group that we have now, that James and that everybody's brought in together, I feel like we all bond together well, not just in the building as far as camaraderie things, but outside on the field. Obviously, with the same faces, we have a lot of the same faces in the building. Like you mentioned, it's not a lot of new play calls and things of that nature. It's just graduating to be able to do different things within those calls that I feel like we work really well together to complete the task that we're trying to complete on defense. And I feel like we have a great group of guys on the defensive side of the ball as well, offensive side as well too. But me being on the defensive side of the ball every day, we got some guys.
Good. You have a coach who's not afraid to use the motivation of what everybody else thinks about you to help get you guys going. And I can't help but feel like, though, the defense within this umbrella is kind of under the radar. And part of that's the NFL. It's Liam Coen, play callers. Trevor Lawrence finding himself. It's, and you guys just kind of under the radar did your job last year. And how much better can you be now in a second year and with some additions as well?
We could be a lot better. Just looking back on the tape throughout the offseason, and now that we're back in camp, looking back on the tape from last year, it was still a lot of things that we could have came into games and corrected and things of that nature. But obviously, it's always going to be room for improvement, no matter how good, how top of number one in runs or whatever it may be. It's always something that we can fine tune to make ourselves even better.
Do you enjoy? I know the answer to this question, but I want to talk about playing edge. Sometimes I like to move you inside, and you don't care. You'll play wherever they tell you. But what? Tell me about the differences, I guess, then.
Man, I just say the biggest difference is just playing inside a little bit more. Things happen a little bit faster from the inside than the outside. But to me, like you say, I don't really care where I'm at, as long as I'm out there being able to help my teammates on the field. But I really wouldn't say it's too much of a difference. Like some of the same techniques, we cross some of the same things from inside out, and vice versa from outside in. It's really the same. It's just football at the end of the day. There's no need to overcomplicate it. I'm always more of a black and white guy when it comes to things like that. So I just try to keep it as simple as possible.
It looks like for now, camp is a long process, but they're going with the young guys to see who's next up behind you and Josh, right? I mean, between the 2 second-year guys with BJ and Strigal and the 2 rookies they brought in, it's an important camp for those guys to see where they are heading into the season, no?
100%. One thing I will say about the room that we have now with the ends, even a lot of guys are young in the room. A lot of these guys I feel like they're prepping themselves to be able to play. They know the position that they're in. Like you say, you have BJ, you have Danny. They were here last year, so they kind of know some of the ins and outs of the defensive scheme. But then you have some of the younger guys as well that just came in. They're doing a great job as well. And I feel like one thing that we do well in our room is we all hold each other accountable, no matter the age or whatever that is. We all want to get coached by somebody, whether it's camp, whether it's our D-line position coach, or whether it's players in the room.
Who's going to be third on the team in sacks?
Third on the team in sacks, I have no clue. I know who will be one.
That's a good answer.
That's a great answer. What do you love most about training camp?
Man, it's just that grind, man. It's that, because obviously camp is a hard thing.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not going to sit here and act like it's not hard by any means, but it's just that grind. Once you find that consistency, you tend to get lost within the work process and just falling in love with the game. For me, this is probably one of my favorite times of the year because it really tests my character. It just tests everything about me. If I'm really, is this what I live my life to do? And that's something that I always look forward to coming into camp.
Pads go on today. It's a big kind of transition point, right? First time they go on. What does that mean for a player when it's the first day of pads at camp?
Man, for a lot of guys, it's always that. You know, you're excited to. You always
see, it cracked a little smile as I was asking you.
You're excited to get those pads on, but man, at the end of the day, like I said, I'm a black and white guy. You want to keep things as simple as possible. Obviously, we've been going through OTAs and things of that nature all spring and coming into the summer. But now it's just a pass on. You have to be a little bit more control. Obviously, that we're going against our teammates, but now you really get to see some things that you really didn't see without the pass. As far as my game, I can say I'm a speed to power guy, which a lot of people know. So I'm going to work on my speed to power at this time. Now that we got the pass on, but you can just get to see a little bit more physical side of football.
You're supposed to practice
football
today.
Come on now. I know it.
How do you feel about this football team? We had such a great year last year. It didn't end the way you guys wanted, but 13 wins, man, 8 in a row. You had to win every week down the stretch to hold off Houston. Just tell me your overall thoughts about what we can accomplish this year.
And I feel like in the building, man, like that's one thing that you really don't hear about a lot. We don't talk about last year,
right?
None at all. But just based on last year, thinking back on it now, I just feel like that was just the foundation of what we want this organization to be. And I feel like that's what everything is coming together in the right way. And I feel like as long as we keep building off of what we did last year, the foundation's set. We just got to keep shooting for the stars and shooting beyond the stars. We're going to get to where we want to be at.
I'm always fascinated sometimes by how you put players to the test week to week, like thinking week to week. They literally do think week to week. I'm sure you know you open with Cleveland at home.
Yes, sir.
You know who you play week 2?
No, that's 1 week mentality.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. And I was going to bring that under the basis of because of construction and because of the next couple of years, you'll only be in this stadium 6 times this year. Does that hurt this football team competitively if you only have 6 here?
Not at all. I'm pretty sure you all heard the motto for the year so far.
Play anywhere?
Anywhere, anybody, at any time. So, I mean, we literally mean that. Like, no matter if it's home or away, if we're in London or whatever, you line up, beat the man in front of you. That's all that's going to take.
Well, if you get quizzed, it's Denver.
Denver
week 2.
I knew that was coming up soon.
Yeah. Cleveland here, Denver, then Denver. There you go.
Wrapping up with Trayvon Walker, visiting with him as he gets ready for practice today. Did you have a great offseason? Besides, did you do any fun trips? Did you go to Athens to see some of the fellas? What did you do this offseason?
I did. Obviously, I got to spend time with my family. That's the number one thing.
Right.
Took a couple trips. I did go to Athens, do a little treatment and stuff like that. See a couple of the coaches, but for the most part, I was training, man. You know me.
Of course you were.
Just trying to stay locked in. That's how I base my whole life.
All right. Well, let me know if sometime during the season you want to get in a lift together, and we'll work it out.
Yeah, I think he could lift you.
Just meet me in the morning. We can do something tomorrow.
It's great to see you, my man.
Sir,
Thank you so much.
Appreciate you. Have a great year. Have a great year.
That's Trayvon Walker. We'll take a break right now on The Drill. We're back with more next.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Insiders. Streaming live from the XL Digital Studios. Polished by Harbor Dental Care, the locally owned smile restoration experts.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
23 years and still getting bigger. The Jacksonville Tattoo Convention is back August 21st through 23rd with hundreds of incredible tattoo artists tattooing all weekend long. Explore unique vendors and artisans. Check out Collector's Alley featuring Pokemon, trading cards, sports memorabilia, comics, toys, and more. It's family friendly, parking is free, and tickets are available at the door. Renaissance Resort at World Golf Village, one of Jacksonville's most unique weekends. Visit setattoo.com for more information.
Baloo here for Smunez Vision. Why Smunez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smunez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smunez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smunez is fellowship-trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmunezVision.com today. Here you can see.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Hey, gang, you might be aware credit card interest rates are now over 29%. Most people are only making the minimum payment, so they're getting nowhere. But here's what many homeowners don't realize. That use the equity in your home. You can easily access hundreds of thousands in cash, and with Loan Pronto's rapid equity loan, you can pay off your credit cards, your existing HELOC, your car loans, get money for that home improvement project. One client just got $100,000 approved, saved over $1,500 a month. And here's the best part with Loan Pronto. You can do it all from your phone. With zero out-of-pocket, no hard credit pull up front, no appraisal, no long drawn-out bank process, and no touching your first mortgage. Rates are at a near 3-year low. Act now. Go to LoanPronto.com. See how much you can get in about 60 seconds. Loan Pronto. 2,800 5-star Google reviews. Call 904-999-1508. Or go to LoanPronto.com. That's 904-999-1508 or LoanPronto.com.
This is Patrick Malarkey. Southeast Orthopedic Specialist did a PRP treatment on my knee, which was absolutely painless, and now I feel fantastic.
David Garrard here, and PRP treatment from Southeast Orthopedic Specialist is still working well for me. When I needed professional orthopedic care, I chose Southeast Orthopedic Specialist. My knees thank me every day.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialist.
When you're experiencing sudden, unexpected dental pain, the last thing you want to hear is that your dentist can't see you until next week. That's why I'm so glad I found Harbor Dental Care. Whenever I call, they always find a way to see me within 24 hours, and they can usually fix whatever's wrong the same day. Plus, they have locations throughout Jacksonville, so no matter what side of town I'm on, I can always count on the same great care. If you want to find a dentist who believes in treating people right, learn more at harbordental.care. That's HARBOUR dental.care.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Get ready, Duval. Jaguars training camp is returning to Miller Electric Center. Join us for an up-close look at our players in action and be part of the excitement as football returns to Jacksonville. Daily tickets are limited, so don't wait. Secure yours at jaguars.com/training camp.
And now, let's light up the Firehouse Subs 10-minute drill.
I don't like to go to the national tweets, but I did yesterday as we welcome you back. Sports Concepts and Rationalizations coming your way. It's called the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, we'd like to hand out some prize packs, and he says will dazzle you. E, what's the razzle dazzle today?
Oh, my boy Jim Gaffigan is coming in town with the Everything is Wonderful tour.
Yes.
I got a pair of tickets. It's going down at Advice Our Veterans Memorial Arena, and it's going down December 27th.
Yeah.
Get your tickets at Ticketmaster.com, but one lucky winner can win a pair of them things at the end of the 10-minute drill.
I might be going to see Jim Gaffigan on that tour, by the way. I think I've already purchased the tickets, but I think I got them out of town at a different place. But anyway. Yeah.
Wow. That's funny.
Yeah. You know, the New York Mets said thank you, Freddie Peralta. And I tweeted back to him, for what? For what?
Right.
I mean, we paid him money. He was here half a year. It didn't do anything. For what? What? So, anyway, the trade deadline is coming up at 4 o'clock today. Obviously, the big news is the Dodgers getting Tarek Skubal, which everybody knew. And I feel like this is amazing that the owners are just basically biting the bullet and trying to set themselves up for the pity party. And, you know, when we don't have baseball to start 2027 or how long.
Are you insinuating that the fix was on and the Tigers were going to send him to L.A. even with better deals from other
100%.
people?
I am certain that what the Dodgers gave for Tarek Skubal is stunning. Nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah, one top 30 prospect.
Yeah.
And they got a bunch of good ones.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
I'm so disgusted with
and
baseball.
I think Skubal, he also, and Boris orchestrated the move, and I think that Skubal, makes me nauseous as he tried to force the tears out in his farewell interview.
You've been down on Skubal since he skipped that World Baseball Classic.
Skubal is I don't know if I'm allowed to say it. It's a 4-letter word, starts with P, ends with S. And that's what Skubal is. Are you allowed to say that on the radio?
Yeah, that's like a
Yoda?
Puss in Boots. Is that what you were going to say?
Yeah, he's Puss in Boots is what he is.
All right, well, I think he's kind of a bulldog. But
he's got no bulldog.
Well, he's got
Polanco went yard off this guy. This guy is he's
back-to-back Cy Young.
Yeah, when it don't matter.
Best pitcher in baseball.
You watch the playoffs game 5s when he has to go out and pitch. Watch what happens. Right. And by the way, here's something else. What a weird time. The Boston Red Sox just went 14-0 against the Yankees, the Dodgers, the Rays, and the White Sox.
Yeah, they're playing great.
The Boston Red Sox are a legitimate.
They got some emerging
World
hitters.
Series threat.
The young man that was Ramirez, what's his name, hit the home run yesterday. He's had a big week.
The Dodgers are sitting there. They're not pitching all their guys. Their proposed 5-man rotation is the 17th highest paid payroll in baseball. Just their starting 5.
It's disgusting. And what makes it worse for me?
Now, with that said, because I feel like I have to say this part, because it's true. All that I said, I believe. And it is disgusting. And I'll let you rant as much as you want.
I'm not going to rant.
But two things can be true. And the other thing that's true is don't get in the damn game and don't own a team if you ain't willing to spend money. I'll give this guy who owns this football team credit in that respect.
Yeah.
He spends money.
I get it.
If you're going to own the Pittsburgh Pirates or the Miami Marlins or the Milwaukee Brewers, get off your ass and spend money and get some players and try to win, because that's the whole thing. They're all making money hand over fist, Jeff, and the owners in the baseball specifically, and that's why I get where the players are coming from to a point. Those guys are just as guilty as the Dodgers for doing what they did.
I would respectfully disagree to a certain level. The Dodgers are playing with monopoly money that no other team has to play with. From international rights to the Shohei deal, other teams couldn't do what the Dodgers are doing, and that's what I'm going to get to. Here's what I hate. I hate the Dodgers, company line when they go out and they play defense what they did. They don't need Skubal. They didn't even want him.
Yeah.
They just threw it out there and said, hey, whatever you do, we'll just play defense so a team that could challenge us will have less likely of doing it. But this rightfully feeds a narrative that the Dodgers are ruining baseball. They are. Their greed, their excess is ruining the game for every other fan that's not a Dodger fan. It's within the confines of the MLB rule book. That's on the feckless
Did the Yankees ruin baseball when they won all those championships in a row?
It was in the 20s, you mean? Or are you talking about in the late 90s? No, because they were on par. They weren't.
Well, they're within the confines, like you just said.
Correct. It's a different financial world that Dodgers are operating in now than the Yankees did then. But the point is this. Whether or not they are, the baseball fans think that at first they thought baseball was broken. Then they thought the system stinks. And now it's the Dodgers they think are ruining baseball. And by they, I mean me. I put 80% of it on the Dodgers and their greed and their inability to play well with others. But anyway, as to that narrative, here's their GM, who I sports hate. Is it Andrew Friedman?
Yep, Andy.
Passionately disagree. He went on to say what he usually does, that the franchise is rewarding its passionate fans, that this trade is... I saw the passion yesterday, by the way, in about a three-quarter full stadium for Sunday Night Baseball against the Red Sox. So, yeah, I saw your overburdened passion. That this trade is it's a testament to all the departments that have made the Dodgers an enviable franchise. And that this is a rare opportunity in which they can capitalize. Quote, it's special. And we're not going to be flippant about this moment in time and how special this group, this era can be in the history of this incredibly storied organization. Yeah, you sure, buddy. No. There's no talent in what you just did, L.A. You didn't pull the wool over anyone's eyes. You didn't outspin it. You didn't do anything. It was no talent. There was no answer but you, because you could huff and puff and either pay or send. What the disgusting part, the 20% I'll take off the Dodgers, is to the Tigers.
Yeah.
It's to the Tigers. Why are you giving up Derek Skubal for nothing?
And you don't give them up the day before. You would at least make it go down to the deadline like you got offers. You try to get the very best deal that you possibly can. It's not like, oh, we're not interested now because we made it's Derek Skubal, so obviously you're very talented, but Puss in Boots pitching.
If you get, look, a deal like that, if you're getting prospects, should be two of their top five and a ready player. Not the 27th guy and two other guys that not only are not top prospects, they've stunk.
And by the way, that hurts teams like the Mets who are trading away players for prospects. So if they only gave this up for Skubal, we're not giving this up for Huascar, or we're not giving this up for Freddie, or we're not. Now they traded with the Rays yesterday, and it's a good move for the Rays because here's what's going to happen: they're going to fix Freddie Peralta because we also, by the way, have terrible coaching.
And Peralta has a good resume on him. You could see him getting over.
Oh, he takes the ball every 5 days. And they needed for the stretch run. They needed a number 5 starter. They got him. The Mets brought him in as a number 1 starter. The Rays they got Rasmussen and McClanahan and Martinez. They got plenty. So it's a great move for them. They gave up 3 guys, but again, we got a guy from the White Sox last night for Huascar who is 0-5 in AAA this year.
Right.
Not even in their top 30.
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
Yeah, Braves made a couple of minor moves. We talked about a couple segments ago. They got a platoon outfielder, and they grabbed a bottom of the rotation pitcher. I say bottom of the rotation. Right? I mean, right now it's Chris Sale and nothing. By the way, we learned this weekend Spencer Strider's out for the year. He should be. He's basically out for his career.
He's out for the year?
Yeah, and I know that Atlanta's not counting on Schwellenbach or any of these other guys, coming back and being the be-all, end-all. I would undoubtedly think they add another starter today, and I just hope it's, like, to your point, is a Robbie Ray or Casey Mize.
I like what the Yankees did.
That kid's good, that Nats player.
They got Luis Garcia. I think it's Luis. He leads the National League in, slugging.
He's got 23 home runs.
He's got control for this year and next. Yeah. And they gave up some guys that,
that's what you
do.
So
what? You didn't give up Lombard. You didn't give up
the Yankees,
Spencer Jones.
I think the Yankees are low-key under the radar, the best challenge for the Dodgers because they have starting pitching. Now, can they, and again, the Dodgers basically from last year are Derek Skubal better. Yeah. Right? I mean, Preston Tucker's joined. He hadn't done much, but they're not much.
Kyle
Tucker. I keep calling. I've done that more than once. But they're basically Skubal better. Well, last year they won 2 series in 7 games.
Yeah. No guarantees.
Maybe this means they'll win it in 5, though.
No guarantees.
There are some stats you can look at, like the best ERAs in baseball since 2020, and 4 of the Dodgers staff is in the top 5. It's Skeens and Snell.
Oh, yeah.
4 Dodgers. It's again. I think that players can still get paid, but let's spread the wealth. If I'm the players, I'm like, how come if I don't play for the Dodgers, though, I'm not making that kind of money? Is that ever expressed? Only the Dodgers can pay a middle guy $18 million or whatever.
Yeah.
It's even worse in free agency. This I can at least blame the Tigers. But in free agency, at the end of the day, all the Dodgers have to do every free agency period, decide who they want, contact that person, tell them to go get the best deal they can, and then they'll beat it.
All right, let's do this. 641-1010, come kind, come courteous, come correct. When we come back, we had another one.
What's wrong?
Just a butchered rendition of Sacred.
Goodness.
Yeah, get that queued up, Emmanuel Arthur Thalloran.
Yeah,
that by the way, that's a lady who's had,
Something
hit
ain't
songs.
right. Something ain't right, man.
That's
she was way off
That's Martha Reeves in the back, calling out around the
her.
world.
Yeah.
Are you ready for a brand new beat?
Well, then I think that either she's there's something wrong.
Something wrong.
She's
Yeah.
ill or something, and for them to put her up there and let her screech off key, I figured she was one of the girls' moms. I'm not even lying.
I don't know what she was doing
then you had
in
the
there.
other ones behind her, and you could see them looking at her.
What
like,
do we do?
What is going on here?
Anyway, we'll get that for you as well. But right now, tell them 641-1010. Come kind, come courteous, come correct.
Hit me up right now. I got a pair of tickets to go see Jim Gaffigan on the Everything is Wonderful tours going down at the VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena, December 27th. That number, 904-641. I'll at you, boy.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Every game is a story.
And the game is tied.
Every play is a moment waiting to happen.
We're going to overtime.
Your home for the most play-by-play is 1010XL.
Hey, it's Greg from 1010XL, and now that football season's finally here, maybe it's time for a fresh start for more than just your favorite team. 11 weeks ago, I started the Awaken 180 weight loss program, and today I'm down 43 pounds. That's almost 4 pounds a week. No injections, no meds, no supplements, just real food, a simple plan, and a dedicated coach who keeps me accountable by phone each week. Honestly, Awaken 180's changed my life, my clothes, my family. We're all making better food choices together. I regret waiting years to do this because I always had another excuse. So here's my challenge to the 1010XL listeners. Kick off this football season by investing in yourself. You've got a team behind you at Awaken 180, and if I can lose 43 pounds in 11 weeks, imagine where you could be by the holidays. Don't wait until next year or next month. Schedule your consultation call now at awaken180weightloss.com.
Insurance companies have teams of lawyers working to protect their bottom line. I'm Chris Campione of Campione Law, and you deserve someone just as focused on protecting your bottom line. We go head-to-head with insurance companies every day, and they know our name. Giving you peace of mind and delivering results is our job. With no fees unless we win, there's no risk to get the help you need. Visit CampioneLaw.com. Offices, Jacksonville and St. Augustine.
Count on Campione Law. He tackles talk radio like a middle linebacker in the gap.
I tell it like I see it, and I see it like a middle linebacker.
Tommy Mack. Fridays on Jaguars Today. Unsealed by Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors on 1010XL.
Jeff Prosser here for Julington Creek Pest Control. Is your lawn struggling this summer? Brown spots, insects, weeds, lawn disease. They can quickly take over when your lawn isn't getting the right care. Julington Creek Pest Control provides a complete lawn care program featuring premium granular fertilizer, not cheap liquid shortcuts, plus general pest and termite protection. Give your lawn the care it deserves. Julington Creek Pest Control. Our family serving yours since 1984.
When it comes to your home or business, experience matters. That's why every apprentice at Local 234, whether training in plumbing, pipe fitting, welding, or HVAC, must pass a rigorous county licensing exam before graduating. It's just one more way Local 234 ensures the next generation of skilled professionals is ready for the job. Before you hire anyone, ask if the work will be performed by a licensed journeyman. Local 234, make the right connection.
Imagine this. You and your buddies outside enjoying the warm weather. The grill is fired up, steaks are sizzling, drinks in hand, and you're all hanging out around your brand new outdoor kitchen. CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living can make it happen. From custom outdoor kitchens to fireplaces, fire pits, and more. They bring your backyard dreams to life. You dream it, they build it. Visit CSSFireplaces.com and make your backyard the place everyone wants to be this season.
Checkmate. I'm Brendan Cecilia, founder of Checkmate Coatings.
And I'm Chester, Checkmate chessman, and you may be surprised, newfound fan of American football.
Really? You?
Absolutely. Listen to this. Duval!
It's Duval, Chester. Duval.
That's what I said. Duval!
Ball. Ball.
Ball. The point is, Brendan, with football season approaching and friends dropping by your house to watch the games, there's no better time to spiff up your garage with a beautiful, durable, polymer-coated floor.
We can even do it in team colors for the real fans out there.
Oh, that is a good idea.
A garage floor your friends will love?
Check. In a color that makes you proud?
Check. Installed by locals who can actually pronounce Duval?
Checkmate.
Transforming your floors, making them great. Checkmate.
Visit checkmatecoatings.com. That's checkmatecoatings.com.
1010XL, presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farrah doesn't flinch.
Get ready, Duval. Jaguars training camp is returning to Miller Electric Center. Join us for an up-close look at our players in action and be part of the excitement as football returns to Jacksonville. Daily tickets are limited, so don't wait. Secure yours at jaguars.com/training camp.
This is your Duval Minute. Brought to you by Lift Power, your turnkey solution for all warehouse needs.
Oh, yeah, it's back. And you know, we had Trayvon Walker on earlier, and I don't know if he subtly slid this past us, but I looked back and I caught it. Trayvon Walker, I asked him, I said, who's going to be third on the team in sacks? And he said, I don't know who's going to be third, but I do know who's going to be first. I like that, Trayvon. And I'd love for you to be first. Double-digit sack guy he's had. Was off to a great start last year until the injuries got him. New contract, looks great. Look for a lot from Trayvon Walker this year. And that is the initial Duval Minute, brought to you by our friends at Lift Power. Oh, Lift Power, so good. And always on the lookout for experienced lift truck and knock door technicians. Benefits are so great. 401k, company vehicle, paid training, sign-on bonus. I can tell you all about Lift Power. Voted one of the best places to work for the past several years. Rapidly growing business, serving Jacksonville for more than 50 years. Family owned and operated. Be part of the family. Here's your opportunity. You can learn more. All you got to do is go to liftpower.com. That's liftpower.com. Oh, there she is. Yeah, that's one of the better ones. She blamed the field conditions, by the way, I've been told. It was windy and wet.
Oh, that's crazy work.
Yeah.
This is terrific.
Yeah,
right
we're
here.
blaming the field
Now
conditions.
listen,
on it.
can I get an age on her too? She's not young.
No,
This is the 60s. It's like a heat wave.
She looked like in the upper. By the way, can I merge two stories? Mm-hmm. We've been coming to training camp for 30, however many years there have been. I've never been to a morning training camp workout that was more pleasant weather-wise than as we sit here right here today. This is dang near chill. I mean, not even a hint of anything hot at this point because we're overcast. I'll take Stevens Point, Yeah, 95. Yeah, it was hotter than blazes up there. You almost all died on that one. I'm not talking Stevens, I'm talking Jacksonville right here in the pressure cooker. It is downright pleasant this morning, so I hope you're out and enjoying that as well. We're back on.
Martha Reeves is
Hey, next
85 years old, so really in the end, maybe, and maybe you don't ask her for an audition because she's Martha Reeves, right? So you set this up, and this is, what was it, a women's professional baseball game or something?
Apparently that's needed.
A league of
It's
their
the
own is back.
inaugural.
I mean, a league of their own.
I did see, by the way, that the girl who pitched for the boys in the World Series headlines that league. What was her name?
Oh,
Monet
Monet.
Davis. Yeah, she plays in
Of course she does. Yeah. She's the one.
Yeah, watch them turn two.
She'll probably win the Cy, like Tariq Sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, so here's Martha Reeves from Martha Reeves of the Vandells, Heat Wave, Dancing in the Streets. I mean, hit song after hit song. And they trot her out with a couple other ladies, I don't know who, to sing the anthem. She takes over, and oh, good gracious.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light?
Oh, my ears.
What so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleam.
Out of respect for the anthem. That sounds like a Will Ferrell Saturday Night Live skit.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
I mean, we've had some bad ones through the years, but this one
That's probably that might take the cake, bro.
It might take the cake because, and this is an accomplished singer. Listen, it's okay. Listen,
Nothing will ever beat Carl Lewis, but that's bad.
Yeah, Carl Lewis was
Carl
better.
Lewis. Here we go. It's the all-time. We had one the other day that they let go.
No, I'll give you another one. Didn't Rosie do one?
Yeah, Rosie O'Donnell.
Roseanne Barr, wasn't it?
No.
Roseanne Barr, yeah.
Roseanne Barr. I saw one the other day, and they didn't. I think it was the World Cup. It was a big event. No, it wasn't a big event. I was watching the Braves-Orioles last Sunday before they started, and the guy butchered the anthem. Like he mixed up the words.
That happens.
Right, and then and they just kind of didn't mention it after, and they
There's
didn't
some
make
great
it
ones where some young kids will go out and they'll get a little lost,
And then the coach will step up.
Maurice Cheeks did it one
It's the
time.
best.
It's great.
That was great.
This was not great.
No.
This was. Give me one more quick, just a burst, burst off the rip. Again, this is Martha Reeves. Martha Reeves in the.
Those weren't the Vandals behind her? Vandrells?
It was not the
What are they called?
Vandals. Those
Vandals
are
or Vandrells?
Those were Vandals.
Yeah, they were. Because they weren't no better.
Yeah, they were sound vandals. They were just stealing sound waves that could have been better used. My man went in the middle of the anthem.
That's how you knew it was trouble.
You go, you're in trouble.
Just in case you were wondering.
I can't hit that high note. I don't know what happened.
Hey, bro, you're supposed to discover your uh-ohs in auditions. Yeah. By the time you get to the live stage, ain't supposed to appear.
Well, I got some blue skies now.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Parting open here. And,
nice and crisp and cool. I have to get a jacket to break.
Yeah, I'm going to go get a jacket and a hoodie.
Sure. Borrow one from Tony. His office is right over there.
Yeah.
Probably got about 30 hoodies hiding in there. Hanging up. We'll keep watching. There are going to be moves today. I mean, now it's like counter-striking a Dodgers team that was already a prohibitive favorite. I wonder, has anyone taken note of what their World Series odds moved from? I mean, they were probably already plus 150. Are they like even money now to win the World Series?
I don't know.
Look, I said before the season, I'll take them against the field. They were better than even money for me from the beginning. It's disgusting what baseball has allowed. This comes, by the way, in the shadow of what they did with Kyle Tucker and just waited until everyone made their deal and said, okay, we'll pay him $10 million more.
Yeah.
And now here we are at the trade deadline. And, again, Dodgers don't need Tarek Skubal, but guess who does? Cubs, Braves, Red Sox, Yankees, Brewers. They could all use them.
Yeah.
That would make them a much tougher out in the World Series. Not anymore. We'll just play defense.
Yeah.
Oof. It's a Next Gen Roofing Monday. You're listening to the drills. We reach halftime here on today's big show. The pads are popping. We'll talk some training camp news and notes. Really, the buzzwords yesterday are Travis Hunter and Trevor Lawrence. Both off to really good starts at camp in addition to some other players. And it ratchets up at least a little bit of a level when they go into pads later today. We are live to Miller Electric Center. It's a Next Gen Roofing Monday, and you're listening to The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Get the goods on Gainesville 24/7. Search 1010XL Gators on YouTube.
Hey, gang, Hinkin here from my friends at Beaches Dermatology. And while it's a little overcast today and cool weather, you know that won't last long. Not in the summertime in August in Jacksonville, FLA. Beaches Dermatology always there to remind you to protect your skin from that demon sun. Oh, man, it can get hot. But it's not the hot, it's the beat down of those rays bouncing off of your skin. Protect those ears of yours with floppy hats, long sleeve dry fits, or sunscreen if you're going to be out working, playing, watching in the sunshine throughout the day. And if something does show up, go online, beachesdermatology.com, beachesdermatology.com. Make an appointment. Go to the one that best serves you. I go off Solana Road. I've been going there for decades. Dr. Boudreaux, Dr. Metz, Dr. Fader with the Mohs surgery. There's nobody better. They're terrific folks, and I appreciate them all so very much. So for all your skincare needs and all your skincare products, Beaches Dermatology and beachesdermatology.com.
Make Capital Glass and Shower Doors your premier choice for top-quality glass solutions. With over 40 years of expertise, their team specializes in commercial and residential projects. From elegant shower doors to modern frameless enclosures, they've got you covered. But that's not all. They also offer glass railing systems, glass wine cabinets, and much more. For unmatched quality and service, choose Capital Glass and Shower Doors. Your vision, their expertise. Visit online at capcoglass.com.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
He builds quarterbacks from the ground up. Denny Thompson breaks it all down like only a real QB coach can. The quarterback whisperer on the drill.
Accelerated by
George Moore Chevrolet.
and Encore Research Group.
Get smarter every Friday on 1010XL. Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Hey, Duval fans, Jeff Lageman here. To win on game day, our team needs a flawless playbook and elite execution, and your vehicle is no different. From routine maintenance and brakes to engine and transmission work, team up with one of 30 local Jacksonville Napa Auto Care Centers. Most repairs are backed by a 24-month, 24,000-mile nationwide peace of mind warranty.
Score big. Drive into All Pro Automotive on Levi Road or Beach Plaza Auto Care on Beach Boulevard today.
It feels like every home services company in Jacksonville has been bought out by some big out-of-town firm, but not Superior Plumbing and Pipelining. We're still locally owned, still right here in Northeast Florida. That means no call centers and no corporate runaround when you call Superior Plumbing and Pipelining. Just experienced pros who live here, work here, and stand behind every job. From simple leaks to full pipe relining, you're getting real solutions from a team that actually cares about the community we all live and work in. Make the superior choice when you need a plumber. Request an estimate at superiorplumbingjacks.com.
If you're getting estimates for replacement windows, do yourself a favor. Get one more. Prosser here. I did, and I was blown away. Cash Building Materials' local team is so experienced, and they know exactly what works for Jacksonville homes at a surprising price. You owe it to yourself to see what they can do before making a decision. Before you buy windows or doors, get a cash quote. Search Cash Building Material. Cash Building Material. Windows and doors done right.
Jacksonville's been wonderful to Beards and my family.
Meet John and Van Lupo, first and second generation owners at Beards Diamonds.
We're always looking to make the shopping experience better for the consumer and grow with Jacksonville.
We're here to do whatever we can to make people happy. We want them to feel comfortable with their purchase.
Beards Diamonds, not another corporate chain jewelry store. A Jacksonville original with non-commissioned experts to guide you, educate you, and help you celebrate those milestones.
We get to be with people in the most important decisions in their life. So it's a wonderful feeling at the end of the day.
So if you're getting engaged, celebrating a special anniversary, or looking for that perfect gift, relax and enjoy the experience at Beards, knowing you are guaranteed the best price, the best value, the best warranties, and the best experience in the jewelry industry.
There's no competition that we can't compete with or beat.
Beards Diamonds, happy to be here for 45 years and counting. In the St. John's Town Center and online at beardsdiamonds.com.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by JEA. Jags Jacoby Myers is impressed with teammate Travis Hunter.
He can play inside, he can play outside, he can go to defense. He probably could throw it too if we need him to.
Travis Hunter flashed on day 4, snagging a slick catch, then jumping a Nick Mullins route for an interception. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently, it's 8:01 and it's 76 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller. Stay tuned, because there's more with the drill, and it's coming up next right here on 1010XL at 92.5 FM.
XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
Get ready, Duval. Jaguars training camp is returning to Miller Electric Center. Join us for an up-close look at our players in action and be part of the excitement as football returns to Jacksonville. Daily tickets are limited, so don't wait. Secure yours at jaguars.com/training camp.
Here's another call on the 1010XL hotline, driven by Key Buick GMC, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
All right, we are back. I'm going to take you inside the business before we talk with head coach Jason Gibson.
All right.
We've been doing this a long time.
Yes, we have.
Covered sports at a variety of levels, all different sports.
Wow.
My least favorite thing to do in the world
is
to talk to a coach or a player when the season has come to an end and they've lost in the playoffs, they've lost in the Super Bowl. It's like I just hate it, man, because you play all year long and you live and die with their successes and failures and happinesses, and
then it's over.
Yeah, and then it's over. So
I say we just blame E.
He is probably
part of the problem.
Blamable, right? I mean, he's a big part of the vibe. I blame the vibe, I guess, a little bit. But
the vibe is not the problem.
Yeah, okay.
I think he just runs out of gas.
They gave him that ring. He got fat and happy. That's what happened. So
fat and happy.
Let's bring in Jason Gibson on the hotline this morning, and probably not in the best of moods.
They lost a tough home playoff game. That's the bottom line, and it was close game back and forth, and Gibby will tell it like it is. That's what he does when he joins us, and we appreciate it.
Coach?
Yeah, I don't want to be on this phone call either.
Listen, I know it's not
but
good
you know
enough.
What? It's like I tell my players, win, lose, draw, no matter what. You, as a pro, you continue to show up. You show up.
Amen.
You show up win, you show up losing. You just keep showing up, and that's how you build success. You just got to stay in the middle and keep going.
Listen, you had a listen. I mean, you're going to tell me it wasn't good enough, and I get that. But you had a great season. You brought a lot. You got a home playoff game. But in the end, as you now you start to look back, what area
what Achilles heel?
Yeah, what bothered you the most? I mean, what didn't you? What if you could have fixed it, you would have fixed it? Stands out to you, I guess.
Well, I mean, first of all, give credit to Tulsa. I mean,
sure.
I got to give credit to our fans. I got to tell you right now, it is by far the best fan base, the best advantage, the best atmosphere. I get it from the officials. I get it. Everybody's fighting to come to work our games. So, I mean, it wouldn't ever happen like this. I don't think we'd be where we are if it wasn't our fan base. But that's Jacksonville as a whole. Jaguars, Iceland, Shrimp, everybody. It's just such great fans. They're so passionate, and I love it. I had a lot of great comments after the game. But, you had two top 5 defenses going at it, and that's what you had in the game. I mean, Tulsa was, us and Tulsa were both ranked in the top 5 defensively. They're both strong, and it was we had the whole game. We were leading the entire game. We led for 59 minutes and 57 seconds. But,
that's so gross.
It's a walk-off field goal.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It was a walk-off field goal. We had our chance. We had, two really timely penalties on the offensive side late in the game that really hurt us. And then it was a fluke kick, man. I mean, it was under a minute. We was tied. We had a chance to get the ball, and I had all the timeouts. They didn't have any, and we could have ran. We could have just ran or walked off field going the other way. It was just a fluke kick that goes off a guy's knee, and the football guys decided for the ball to bounce another way. And I think what hurts the most for me, it's been a long 2 nights, man, is this is probably one of the top 3 teams I've ever been a part of.
Right.
Player-wise, character-wise, and talent-wise. And we had a legitimate chance to really win it all. And for whatever reason, the ball just didn't bounce our way, for some certain things. And that's what I struggle with, because it was such a good group of guys, and we could have won it all. Now, I've been in seasons before where, you just try and pay. We played really, really good, we got a chance. And so that's what's hard.
You know what? And I'll vouch for you on this one. We've talked to you through a championship, through a harder year, through down years, and you've always kind of shot straight with us, right? But to that point, as we went week to week this year, in some of the losses, it was a kick that bounced off the goal. There were a lot of funny ways that the ball bounces, and look, they can be excuses or they can be reasons, and in sports a lot of times they can veer toward excuses, but I think in your case it at least has some reason to it that this season could have gone better with just a little more lady luck.
Well, if I had to be positive, when you look at teams that win championships, NFL, everybody, all the way through the season, you got to have a lot of luck. Yep. I mean, it's just, these guys are pros too. Both teams get paid. Everybody's pros, the coaches, the players, and they do a really good job. So you have to have a lot of luck. And sometimes you don't. But I thought we were consistent. One thing that that really stands out to me, that if I had to talk positive, of course, is the fact that, we led the league in rookies. We had 17 first-year players in our team. Nobody in this league had that many rookies. We had the fewest veterans in the entire league. And we were the only team in the playoffs with a rookie quarterback. And so when I look at that, that's a big deal to be the number 2 seed and have the season that we had with that amount of young players and all the way across the board. So, outstanding kudos to our coaching staff and everybody that's involved. And, just to have that type of team and fall short, this is probably the top 2 losses I've probably ever had. This is going to hurt for a while.
Well, I think Jacksonville appreciates we got a real good team. They're winning all year long, got a whole playoff game. It's disappointing to see the way it ends, but it's also comforting to know that the Sharks are a power team in indoor football, and we expect big things again next year. You mentioned 17 rookies. What kind of retention do you have, Coach, in IFL? Or is part of the game the massive roster turnover from year to year?
Who knows, man? It's kind of part of the game. I think that's, for me, you said it best, and I talked to another coach. I feel like, last year we were 10-6, this year 11-5, home playoff team. We just want to keep building to the point where, my goal for Jackson was we were always going to be a top-tier team, a top-5 team in this league as long as I'm here. And so that's kind of what we want to build. That's the mantra we want to have. But as far as roster turnover, it's, so much happens. It's, you talk to NFL guys as soon as the season's over with, they all just like, I don't want to talk about next year.
Right.
Because it's been 22 weeks, y'all. It's a long grind. And to have everything abruptly stop, if you've never experienced it, I can't describe the kind of emotions that you have to deal with when you've been spending that much time with people every single day, 5 and 6 hours, and then it's just cut, stop, drop, everybody's gone. And it's hard to deal with emotionally when you get attached to these men and staff and everybody. So that's hard too, and difficult.
All right, Coach. Well, we appreciate it, man. Have a great offseason. Stop by and see us. Let us know what's going on. And kudos to a great season.
Yeah. We'll talk to you in the offseason.
Yeah. More to come.
Thanks, guys.
Find a beach, brother. Find a beach.
There he goes, Jason Gibson. The Sharks take it on the chin.
They go nonstop, Dan. And Jason Gibson does. And it's part of my, he lives minor league sports. He lives it all year long. Yep. He's either recruiting or scouting or selling or hosting or glad handing. And, unfortunately, a 3-point loss, and as they just said, happens on a last-second field goal.
Unacceptable.
Now the truth. Now we bring out the harsh notion of the truth. Well,
what say you? You failed the team, E.
Yeah, he says it's not the vibe. And
it's definitely not the vibe. That's A1. Y'all already know. Stop playing with your boy, man. Come on, man.
Stop playing with your boy.
Well, there's been some talk that you run out of gas in the fourth quarter. Is that true? Much like the team did.
I cannot confirm nor deny whether I run out of gas. Just know I always finish strong.
They take the stepometer, and he's solid 5,000 first quarter, 5,000 second quarter, 4,000 third quarter, and then 1,500 in the fourth.
No, that ain't true.
I ask you, the Jaguars are slated to get on the field at about 20 minutes, 19:01. I see the clock running down, so hopefully the conditions
putting the pads on
continue to cooperate. We don't get any rain and a wet field. That might make them make some adjustments. So hopefully that doesn't happen, and we'll hear and see those pads popping. I asked you this question when you first came in, so I'll ask it you this way: when the season started, like when training camp started, what percentage of the defensive snaps did you think Travis Hunter would play? Not his snaps, just of the defense. Like, what percentage of the defensive snaps would he be on the field?
They're almost all
80%, whatever. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know what the number is. 100? Right, sure.
Yeah.
And at the same time, what did you think his percentage of the offensive snaps would be?
Well, I think with all the demands, I think there's gadgetry. I think they're going to put in a few things for him. And
again, I'm asking you to think back when during the offseason.
20% tops.
Now, do you still think it's 20? And what I'm getting at is I'm the same on the corner. I still think he's 190, whatever it is. But I'm starting to feel like, based on how he's flashing, yesterday he had 2 long catches, I'm starting to feel like that percentage of offensive snaps, 20 is a low estimate.
Well, listen, that young man has come out with a vengeance. And he changed his body. He's healthy. He was not, obviously what he had last year is not what he's ever had in any level of football. And you either go one way or the other, and it looks like he wants to go the way he's used to going. You know what I mean? Because he's never, I bet you Travis Hunter's never had a year like that in football where he
was just a guy.
Just a guy.
Yeah.
Ever. I mean,
and if he'd have played 17, he may have emerged into being more than just a guy.
Yeah, he may have.
But for his time here, and he was certainly solid on defense. He didn't make any great plays. He was a good, solid cover corner, and with the extra bulk added and the speed that hasn't gone down. I mean, and I know we're just in T-shirts and short workouts before today. His coverage has been outstanding. The coverage overall for this team has been good.
Yeah.
You know, so the secondary could kind of be a, you know, I mentioned with Trayvon, it feels this way, doesn't it? It feels like the Jags defense is underrated. They're not a part of the discussion on this football team whenever it's talked about, especially nationally.
Well,
it's all about Liam Coen and his offense. It's about Trevor Lawrence.
Sure, and if you put and they should have plenty of motivation as well, because 14 fourth quarter points against Buffalo allowed down the field twice. And I know that's tough. I mean, but that's the truth, and that's something that they have to fix going forward. They can't, you know, that hurt them just as much as not, you know, the last throw of the season. So there's all those little things add up, man.
It's amazing how quickly they jump into it versus the past. I mean, I feel like in the past, the pads were on by the end of July, and you didn't play a preseason game for 2 or 3 weeks. And, I mean, you'd had 12 padded workouts. I mean, they're going to be in New Orleans banging pads in, a week and a half, right? 8 or 10 days. So with the pads going on for the first time quick, the evolution towards regular season speed and physicality starts to ramp up as well. All right, it's a Next Gen Roofing Monday. We are live from the Miller Electric Center. Counting down 15 minutes till Jags take the field. We're joined by Trayvon Walker a little bit earlier today. We'll continue with Jags discussion and more next on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
A Trail at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Now, another classic moment in Jags history.
Starting from scratch. This was my team. The historical significance of starting something.
1010XL.
It was my team.
Home of the Jaguars.
Jacksonville, save big today at Green Acres Sporting Goods. Right now, get a semi-automatic AR-style 12-gauge shotgun for just $2.99. Green Acres also stocks the top brands of suppressors. For nearly 60 years, Green Acres has been Jacksonville's trusted source for firearms and outdoor gear, providing expert service you can count on. Shop Green Acres today at greenacresporting.com.
I'm Alan Tyre with Trustline Mortgage. My business partners Bill Pappas and Ken Rimley want to thank all of our clients, CPAs, attorneys, bankers, and real estate agents who refer us business every day. If you're ready to purchase, build, or refinance your home, call Trustline Mortgage, your hometown mortgage source since 1989. Call us today at 904-381-LOAN, trustlinemortgage.com. Trust your instincts and follow the line to Trustline Mortgage.
Trustline Mortgage, NMLS 331480. Alan Tyre, NMLS 246490. Bill Pappas, NMLS 218443. Ken Remley, NMLS 246445.
Baseball season is beyond full swing. It's down the stretch we come, and there's no better place to be than Kalshi, America's #1 prediction market platform. Right now, the Braves, my Braves, are trading at 6.9% to win it all. That means a $100 trade would pay out over $1,300 with that World Series trophy. You can do that, by the way, with any MLB team. You see, on Kalshi, you're trading against peers in a live market, meaning there is no house. And as the probability changes, you can buy into and out of your position. Download the Kalshi app and use code 1010XL to get up to $500 in bonus credits when you trade just $25. Kalshi, Kalshi. Trade on anything. 18 and over only. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply. Event contract trading involves risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Kalshi products are not available in all jurisdictions. Prices, values, and available markets may differ from those mentioned. For more information, see kalshi.com/regulatory.
Don't miss the Bari Breakdown with Dr. George Bari on XL Primetime, Wednesdays around 1:35 for the latest in sports injuries from all the big names in the game. Who's MIA, who's coming back? Dr. George Bari on XL Primetime, Wednesdays at 1:35 on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
If replacing those old windows has been on your someday list, well, this is the perfect time to make it happen with the end of summer sale at Renewal by Andersen. Buy 4 windows and get the 5th free. Plus, 0 down, no payments, and no interest for 12 months. But this offer ends August 31st. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Florida Gators. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
Hey folks, it's Frank Frangie. If you spend even one summer in Jacksonville, you know how important your vehicle's air conditioning is. Right now, Big Chief Tire is offering $50 off AC services to keep you cool on the road. They'll keep you cool all summer long with honest service and fair pricing. Don't wait until you're driving with the windows down in August. Visit WeKeepJacksRollin.com and schedule your appointment today. Big Chief Tire. Service you can trust.
Calling all fun-loving citizens of Northeast Florida. Freedom Boat Club needs your help. Lisa the Botanista has gone missing. She left a note that said gone boating. But here's the thing. Freedom Boat Club has 4 local locations. Julington Creek, Jack's Beach, and 2 in St. Augustine. And over 400 locations across the world. That's a lot of water to cover. Is she water skiing on the Ozarks, whale watching in the Pacific, or island hopping in Spain? Or hiding right here at the Black Creek Rope Swing? Or docking at the Conch House? Wait, has anyone checked Fort George Island? Too much to do on the water. So Freedom Boat Club is offering our best discount of all time, so you can help search. You simply make your reservation, show up, and have fun. I gotta go. I'm hopping on a boat to the fish camp for live music and lunch. Maybe I'll find the Botanista there. Or better yet, maybe you'll join us with the best discount ever and enjoy boating made simple. Don't blame us when you start playing hooky too. Visit freedomboatclub.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focus, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Get ready, Duval. Jaguars training camp is returning to Miller Electric Center. Join us for an up-close look at our players in action and be part of the excitement as football returns to Jacksonville. Daily tickets are limited, so don't wait. Secure yours at jaguars.com/training camp.
All right. I'm hearing a buzz right now. This is how I know that everybody at every training camp gets carried away.
Okay.
Because I'm hearing a buzz right now about a certain team, and this team, we're going to look around the NFL a little bit.
Yeah,
I'm talking about the Jags here.
Okay.
A buzz that this team is not only going to...
Can I guess?
Sure you
Okay,
can.
go ahead.
Not only are they going to, be better than last year, but they're going to contend for a playoff spot, and that it's night and day, and there's a lot of talent on this team, and you better watch. And dare I say, you might even have to watch out for these guys. I'm hearing a buzz about this team. I'm saying, well, wait a second now.
Two teams jumped them up.
First off, if that's the case, then every team's got a buzz going.
These are both teams that I'm going to narrow it down. I think I know it's one of the two teams.
All right, go ahead.
I think I know who you're talking about.
All right.
Did both these teams pick in the top 6 of the draft this year?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, the two teams, I've got one from the AFC and one from the NFC that I think fit your bill that I too. AFC team.
Yeah.
Okay, it might not be this team, but is it the Titans?
No.
Okay, I've heard a lot about
But I have heard some about them, too.
Okay, so an AFC team that's getting all kinds of buzz about being being good, huh?
Uh-huh.
Well, it kind of intimates they're a team that hasn't been going to the playoffs recently.
Correct.
So,
buzz. There's a buzz about them.
Well, it's not the AFC version of the NFC team that I would have named, which was the Giants, not the Jets, right? I haven't heard anything about the Jets with Aaron Glenn. It's not
the Jets.
The Jets, huh?
The Jets.
They're the only one that fit because everybody else is decent.
The Jets.
Huh.
Let's get a picture of that old man right there.
Don Coughlin entering the facility.
Should I yell at him? You want me to?
I mean, I don't know, Dan. It's kind of, no, you probably shouldn't.
Probably shouldn't.
I mean,
he's meeting with the J Fund people.
Yeah, you don't, I mean.
That wouldn't be the
Don't
time.
take your shenanigans to him. That's a different one.
But watch when he rolls in, then I will.
Yeah. He'll probably be up here.
If he comes up here, he's going to sit with
Yes,
us.
there he is, the Godfather, holding court down there.
Oh, yeah. But the Jets, bro.
Yeah, who? Where? Where's that coming from?
Oh,
I haven't seen that.
I've seen it.
Oh.
Think about it. Who's the kid they drafted? Bailey? The guy I loved?
Not first round?
Yeah. Edge rusher from
Yeah,
Tech.
they went and got Bailey.
Oh, yeah, David Bailey.
Yeah. They love him.
David Bailey, okay.
The tight end from Oregon.
Sadiq.
Sadiq, the
Kenyon
rip guy.
Sadiq.
He's the rip guy, right?
Okay.
He's all muscle, and
Okay.
yeah, they love him.
All right.
Brees is back, and Garrett Wilson is healthy, and
They added
Gino's going to provide us with
they
some,
added
you know,
another.
steady.
They like, again, when you're talking about a team, you're counting on guys like the guy I'm about to mention.
Yeah.
A.D. Mitchell.
Yeah.
I've been waiting 2-3 years on him, but he had a couple of games down the stretch.
Yeah.
I think that him opposite Garrett Wilson. And I think they may have added a free agent receiver too. Did they not? The Jets. What did
Of course they did.
Yeah.
But I hear
it's
a buzz about the Jets.
No,
so that tells me that everybody's got buzz.
The problem with that is that the Bills and Patriots are both still good.
Yeah.
I think the team that is getting too dismissed because of how they lost the Super Bowl is the Patriots.
Yeah.
Drake May's good. He's good. He's a good young quarterback, and they
Yeah,
added
I
A.J.
think,
Brown.
I think I'm a dissenter.
Yeah.
And that's a good point.
And that's fair.
Yeah. But I think I am a dissenter.
Yeah.
I thought they did. But remember this, Jeff. Every team they beat, I have never thought.
Schedule.
Yeah, I've never thought more that in a. Well, I had. That's not true. But Super Bowl game, they're not winning this game.
Yeah.
I got no chance.
No, I thought that too.
Yeah, everybody, right?
Yeah.
But if you go back and look, remember, we did this last year. Every team they played, coach fired.
Yeah, the schedule.
Like
It's hard to call an NFL schedule easy,
It
but
was
it's
unbelievable.
Easiest one could be, and then they got to the playoffs, and all those elements that were killing everyone didn't show up.
You get a home
They
game
still
in the rain,
won,
and
then you go beat Denver with Stidham. And your offense did nothing.
And you're in the bowl.
Yeah.
And you're not believing.
But that's way ahead of the growth curve. You got a second-year quarterback, and you're doing that, who had a very good year, and now you've added A.J. Brown. Oh, no, here he goes.
Godfather! Godfather! The legend has arrived!
No, Tom, he's speeding up. Look at him. I got to get in here. Get me out of here.
I used to not have to deal with that guy.
Yeah. Tom is wearing exactly what I've seen him wear the last 7 training camp.
Yes.
That he's attended. He's got on those old khaki shorts and the blue J-Fun shirt.
Yeah.
You know, and the white. I'm gonna guess New Balance without looking. No, probably Nike.
Nike.
Yeah.
And my man would be sunscreened up too if there was.
Let me go the other side, and it's not a team, but there's a player that we're asleep on.
Okay.
A player we're asleep on. A player who a year ago was the toast of the town and may have shown up in like a top 5 quarterback list.
Uh-huh.
Who am I talking about?
Say it again now.
I mean, out of sight, out of mind. There is a quarterback who this time last year you'd find top 5, top 7.
Okay.
He's coming off an incredible year.
Okay.
Out of sight, out of mind. You don't hear a thing about this guy.
Who is?
Should be Jaden Daniels.
Yes.
He took Washington to the conference championship game.
I probably will circle them as a playoff team.
There you go.
I think he's going to bounce back.
Right.
Yeah.
He got hurt last year.
Yeah.
He never got going.
Yeah.
But we're just acting like
Now, the only thing he's got that skinny frame.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that worries me a little bit.
So
about
good
it.
at the end of that rookie year when he took. That was his rookie year, right? That he took him all the way to the championship game.
Yes.
Yeah, and so, again, he got hurt last year. Marcus Mariota had to play a bunch. The Commanders were terrible. And he is kind of like in the weeds a little bit. But, I mean, it wouldn't shock you if by the time you get to the end of this year that Jaden Daniels they consider to be a top, 10 quarterback.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, that's a tough division. The Cowboys are legit.
Look at him. The legend.
He never stops. Yeah, here he comes.
Juices are flowing.
Well, we like a bird.
What's up, my man?
Hi, Tom. Yeah. Are they?
Oh,
no.
Yeah. Well, when you go in, but if you got time, come see us to say hi. Throw the headset on him real quick so I can say hello to everybody.
Yeah, we won't.
We'll just give him a minute.
Yeah, this is perfect.
I know you got responsibilities. I understand.
We know how to play the game.
We'll make a contribution. How are you, sir?
Where's your wallet?
He's working for the J-Fund right now. Okay?
I know all about the voices, but where's the wallet?
Where's the cash?
It's
this is a cash.
We weren't in a lucrative field, Tom.
Cash only business,
Coach. Time, talent, a little
treasure.
short on the treasure.
Yeah. That's fair. Yeah.
A little short.
Time and the talent, we help wherever we can. The treasure.
That used to be my line.
Yeah. Just give me a quick.
I can't be everything I got. But.
Give me Coach is here with the J Fund, and they do such a wonderful. And we had one of the greatest J Fund night back in the spring, and we raised over $1 million. It was unbelievable, and he's with some J-Fun people, right?
Sabatini family.
Sabatini family is here. So, but just before you go, give me just a juices flowing, man. Training camp.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
This is you.
It's
this is your
that
time.
time of year. This is that time of year.
This is the grind.
This is the grind.
Right? It's not the same as it used to be.
No.
We're not at Stevens Point doing 2-a-days where the cattle are dying.
104.
The cattle are dying.
The only standing ovation I ever got. You know this story, right? We're going to scrimmage. We got the officials there. And, of course, the officials are staying in the hotel drinking, on our dime. You know, so it's now we're going to scrimmage. And it was Bernie, by the way. So then we got them all together, and the weather's bad. It's looking like this. And they're all dressed up. And we had to go inside to stretch and all that. And inside was like being on this concrete ground out here. I mean, it was awful, okay? So I keep peeking out, and the lightning's coming. And I mean, we're kind of buying time for a whole hour. Finally, I call them up. Say, fellas, the weather's not going to cooperate. The lightning and all that stuff. And I guess we're not going to be able to practice. And so there'll be no scrimmage today. They're throwing their helmets up in the air. And there you go.
And one other thing, I know Liam Cohen's been great with the J-Fund.
And all the Jaguars.
Yes.
They've been fantastic.
Yes.
Chad Johnson.
Yes.
And Mark. And,
yes.
Tony and James. They've just been great.
So it's great to see you. I know you got stuff to do, but we just wanted to say hello.
Nice to see you guys.
We love you, Coach, man. Appreciate you,
man. Have a good day.
That's another story. We're out here practicing one day, and it's lightning and everything like this. And the lightning.
Oh, you didn't
I
care.
usually hold. No. Well,
oh, you killed them.
Remember
You sent them out there.
Perkins used to come, get your ass back up there. We're not done practicing yet. So the second bolt of lightning, they didn't wait for me. They just all ran inside.
Even Colin.
That was back before the
guys.
That's back before the Doppler would tell you it's 8 miles away and pull them off the field.
That was in New York. That was my worst. Because we had no place to go if it rained. 6 o'clock in the morning every day. I had like 4 guys with the weather, and I mean, if we were scheduled to go say at 1, and it was going to rain at 1, we were going at 10. Get dressed. Here we go.
All right.
Good to see you, Coach.
There he goes.
Tom Coughlin, man. Nobody better.
Godfather.
He's the best.
So many different ways. And by the way, I should remind folks that Liam Coen is getting a lot of attention for using as motivation the slights and disrespect of others. Man, this is the OG with that whole Denver trip.
Oh, yeah.
The Jaguars went to play the Denver Broncos in the 1996 playoffs, okay? And in the column that morning written by Woody Page, he called the Jaguars the Jagwads.
Oh.
Tom read it that morning over his morning coffee and was spitting nails. And that wasn't the kind of thing that usually got under his skin.
I mean, they came off the field screaming because we were there. And we're live because it was on NBC. We're channel 12 back then, and so they're coming. Like the game ends, and you're hosting, and you throw to me, and I mean I got players walking off the field talking about it. They were so incensed.
It wasn't that big a story until after the game,
right?
I mean, it was maybe
we did it that morning.
But
morning show. Like, look at this.
But so did they, right? And they went and beat those highly touted Denver Broncos. But certainly Liam Coen is effective in using the motivation of disrespect. But on the spot, and I don't think Tom did that a bunch that year.
No.
I don't think, fellas, no one thinks we can win in Buffalo.
No.
That wasn't his style.
No.
But he woke up and saw his team called the Jagwads. It hit him a little different. We blew up Woody Page. Like, we did the post-game show. We put up Woody's, office number. They had to shut it down, wave the white flag.
We had a good time.
That was fun.
All right, we'll take a break. Appreciate Coach stopping by. More coming up here on The Drill. We're live at the Miller Electric Center.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Streaming live from the XL Digital Studios. Polished by Harbor Dental Care. Official dental partner of the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp.
natural diamonds have not been this affordable in the past 20 years.
That's John Lupo at Beard's Diamonds, talking about how prices of natural rare diamonds have fallen pretty dramatically.
The best opportunity that I've seen in over 20 years.
So if you believe in buying low, John's son Ben says this is your chance.
It's really a good time to invest in natural right now. With prices being very aggressive for the consumer and for us, we're still able to pass along those savings.
Right now, Beard's Diamonds is stocked with both natural and lab-grown diamonds in all shapes and sizes at every conceivable price point.
We are happy to educate the consumer on lab-grown or natural diamonds, and we've got price ranges for everybody.
So at Beard's, you're not going to be pushed. You can choose natural or lab-grown. Get an unbiased education from non-commissioned experts and be guaranteed the highest quality and the best price.
We want to sell you something bigger, better, for less, and stand behind it 100%.
Discover real value today at Beard's Diamonds, a Jacksonville original in the St. John's Town Center.
What if the next roof you put on your home was the last one? Not another replacement in 15 or 20 years, the last roof. Metlock Roofing is Florida's only manufacturer and installer of this exclusive roofing system. Engineered for strength, built for Florida weather, backed by a lifetime warranty. Imagine never needing another roof. Call 938-9933 or visit metlokroofing.com. Get your last roof today with Metlock. License number CCC 1335581.
Have you got concrete or asphalt rubble piling up? Arcosa Crushed Concrete will pay you for it and recycle it. They're just minutes from Everbank Stadium on Talleyrand. Call Arcosa Crushed Concrete and get paid for what you don't need. ArcosaCrushedConcrete.com.
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know before you blow. Go to knowbeforeyouBlow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
Bueller. Stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, pal.
Hey, Jason. I'm glad your technician could come look at my air conditioner on Monday. You guys were crazy busy.
Mondays are always crazy. What happened?
Oh, stupid AC started making a funny noise Friday night, so I had to put up with it all weekend before I could call you Monday morning.
Why didn't you call on Saturday or Sunday?
What? And leave a message for who knows when?
We answer the phone all weekend, and we can have a crew dispatched right away.
You can?
We have expert crews on call all weekend long. And if they're on call, they'd actually like to work.
You mean I could have called on Friday and had it fixed on Saturday?
Or called on Sunday and had it fixed on Sunday.
For the same price as always?
Same as Monday to Friday. We have the same world-class service at the same prices 7 days a week.
Really?
If you call on the weekend, your problem gets fixed on the weekend.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Picking here, or maybe you should call me Dreamfinders Danny. Look what Dreamfinders is doing again, an amazing 4.99% fixed interest rate. Now's your chance to lock down the rate and get in the game. You heard me right, a 4.99 fixed interest rate on select move-in ready homes. Visit dreamfindershomes.com for sales event information and get in the game. Interest rate available on select move-in ready homes. Restrictions and limitations apply. Go to dreamfindershomes.com for more details.
For lost or broken keys or nearly any make and model of vehicle, call 722-1111 for
Instant Keys. Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
Get ready, Duval. Jaguars training camp is returning to Miller Electric Center. Join us for an up-close look at our players in action and be part of the excitement as football returns to Jacksonville. Daily tickets are limited, so don't wait. Secure yours at jaguars.com/training camp.
All right, welcome back to the program. On July 2nd, by the way, we're live at the Miller Electric Center. Looks like the boys are starting indoors today a little bit, so hopefully they come back out here.
Disappointing. They got another great crowd here. I mean, look, prudence is the measure you take at this time of year. But boy, maybe in the future the indoor has some bleachers in it.
Yeah. On July 2nd, the Boston Red Sox were 37-48.
Okay.
and headed nowhere. 1 month later, they're 60-51 and just had a 14-0 run against
Happens every
really
year.
good teams.
Every year there's a team in baseball that's out. The year the Braves won the World Series, they're sub 500 in August.
This is the time. Look, the Red Sox are a passionate fan base. New England loves the Red Sox. This is the time of the year where you should go back and pull out everything said about this team.
Speaking of motivation.
Yeah, I mean, they just barbecue, and rightfully so. Don't get me wrong, but and the whoever constructed the team, and I mean,
and who is there? Is it Tracy? Who's their interim manager?
Tracy, I think. Yeah, and
he might be earning the job.
Yeah, how does he not?
Yeah, you bring him in. I mean, that was also kind of a. I don't know if it's controversial, but it was surprising that they let go of a very good manager.
Alex Cora, I'd take him right now.
Sure.
I hope the Mets
The Phillies would have hired him right away.
Yeah.
He turned it down, so they went Mattingly.
Yeah, I hope the Mets hire him.
I'll give you a team that is just impossible to understand, and that's E to the T's Miami Marlins.
Yeah, they're not very good.
They go 20, but the point is this: they go 20-4 in July, and then they proceed to lose 10, 12 in a row, didn't they? They lost 10, 12 in a row,
12.
and now they've turned around and won 7 out of 8.
Right.
They won 7 out of. Did they just sweep you, or did you give them their one loss?
We got one.
Yeah, or maybe it's 6 out of 7. But I mean, tell me, make that make sense. 20-4 in July.
Yeah.
Followed by 0-12.
Yeah.
Followed by 6-1.
Yeah.
And
there's even talk that they may trade some guys.
Yeah. Well, I wonder if that's.
But you know what? But here's why I got to rip the Marlins.
Okay.
And I guess it doesn't matter who the announcers are. I don't know who was. One of them is Nelly. He's fine. The bald-headed guy who pitched for the Jeff Nelson, I think is his name.
Okay.
You remember him?
Yeah, big lanky reliever for the Yankees.
Yankees. Yeah. Anyway, he's one of the guys, and then the play-by-play guy says two things. He says yesterday that I'm just because you can't watch the Mets guys on, when the Marlins are on.
Well, at least you got to see the Marlins. They used to block them out.
I know it's 1221, channel 1221.
Well, whatever works.
But anyway,
not a channel guy anymore.
Guy says, ready to start with the Mets and Marlins as the Marlins try to upset the Mets. Upset?
Yeah, that's.
Have you watched our team?
What does that even mean?
That's little brother, small market mentality, bro. You're Miami, bow up.
Oh, Mets are one of the worst surprises in the league.
And
They're
then the guy also annoyed me because he defended the trade.
The Scooble trade?
Yeah.
How?
I think it's a great exchange. I think they got a lot. I go, what are you talking about?
I don't know what's going on.
So I don't know who that guy is, but I was annoyed. But anyway,
there's nothing baseball. You can't just say, hey, he's not allowed to go to the Dodgers, but you knew he was going to the Dodgers, and here's why. No matter what happened, he was going to the Dodgers. The Braves could have offered him Chris Sale
That's what I think.
and the top 10 prospects, and the Dodgers said, well, we'll offer you this.
No, I don't even think they. I think the fix is in. I really do. I'm not gonna.
I got to be honest too, Dan. I mean, look.
The owners are hell bent on winning this one. The owners think that, and it's again.
The Dodgers are the big bad wolf right now, and the fans are going to rally behind.
Correct.
The Dodgers, but the owners conveniently leave out. That's one of yours.
Right.
That's not the players. If you're going to go players v. owners. What are you going to do? You're going to blame Dodger players?
I will continue to maintain that the bottom owners, the bottom payrolls, shame on those guys. Listen, if you're the Milwaukee Brewer fan base, man, you've been to the playoffs, 5 years in a row?
Yeah,
but you can't win. Go all in. Go get it. They got the best prospect in baseball. The guy went 5 for 5 the other day.
I get what you're
at
saying.
19.
If you're among those bottom guys, yeah, sure.
Spend some money, you cheap asses.
But nobody, including the Yankees, including the Mets, including the Red Sox, the big spinners, nobody can spend money risk-free like the Dodgers.
Yeah.
Their international revenue and their financial model, which is different than everyone else's, and no one else can be that.
Right.
Like if you're Kansas City, you can't be LA, home to the Pacific Asian players. You can't compete with luring people to your market.
Mm-hmm. Well, listen, the Jaguars are practicing right now. We were talking in the last segment about the buzz on all 32 camps, and there is always a buzz. They always find things, but there is something here. I believe it was either Kyle Brandt or Peter Schrager, one of those cats.
Schrager
Schrader's
Jackson
a dark
Super Bowl.
horse Super Bowl team. There's the league has noticed this is a good football team. It went 13-4 a year ago. I don't know if they'll go 13-4 this year. And frankly, I don't think they will. But I think they could be. I think that they have a real opportunity in the postseason.
By the
in
way,
this American Football Conference.
Our question and Liam Cohen's answer is why we know that Peter Schrager's picking the Jags as a dark horse. That's in response to Liam's day that day. It is. So, I mean, it's not like somebody just came out blind. I mean, we had all off season.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anybody talking about the Jags, but at least Schrager recognizes there when placed against the contacts if nobody talks about it.
I think the continuity with Yudinsky and Campanile for once shined on the Jags. I think that's a big deal in this day and age. I think that's great because, look, the NFL season is certainly a marathon and not a sprint. You've heard that cliche before. But as far as they can hit the ground running, maybe they can get off to a quick start. I think they'll be challenged by the 6 home games. I know they'll go play anybody, anywhere, anytime. I get it, Trayvon. I get it, Liam. I get it, Tony. But I still think that's a very tough task for this football team, and not an excuse, and I'm glad they're not making it an excuse.
And they'll have the best plan they can from a logistics and other standpoint. But, yeah, if you play 6 and everyone else is playing 8 or 9, it should make, at least a little bit of difference, I would think. Yeah. Look, I think that I think that any positive attention that comes this team's way is well earned. Right. And it's like Liam said, it's man from the sky. They don't give us any attention. So I think they're probably better off not getting it than getting it.
Yeah.
As far as any motivation.
Yeah.
Otherwise that can be taken from it. I will say this. It feels like for the first time in a while, and it may not be accurate, but at least starts to feel this way, that the easier path to the Super Bowl is the AFC. I mean, the Rams and the Seahawks and the Niners and the Eagles and the Cowboys and the Bears and look, Josh Allen and the Bills full strength couldn't beat the Broncos. Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs have, if nothing else, they've receded a little bit. It could be fool's gold because again, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson. And Mahomes and Jackson more. Like, Lamar's almost Jaden. It's like he was one bad year. We're like, well, Lamar's done. I mean, Lamar could come out and have a 40-touchdown, 1,000-yard rushing season if he chose to.
I think one of those cats is going to just shine and lead their team this year.
Who goes to the Super Bowl for the AFC? Would you feel comfortable saying, well, we'll throw the Jags in because that's what we do?
Right.
Jags, Bills, Ravens, finally, or no?
Bengals.
Bengals, too.
Yeah. Me and Gator Bubba bet on the Jags Bengals last night.
He's a Bengals fan?
Yeah, he used to live in Cincinnati for a lot of years.
Okay.
So I took.
We don't play well up there.
No. We bet on most wins in the season.
Okay.
Yeah, I took that.
I like that.
I took that one.
Those divisions pretty.
I think we got a much better coach.
I think we've spent so many years saying rightfully that the AFC North is one of the toughest division and it's tougher. I think the AFC South's tougher than the AFC North.
Well,
personally,
there's Cleveland and Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. The question you ask: Pittsburgh, or Indy? Same.
Yeah.
Cleveland or Tennessee?
I think Tennessee's
maybe a little better. And I'd say Jags, Texans are every bit as good as Ravens, Bengals. I think they proved that last year.
Big news on the Aaron credits his beautiful wife Brittany with an eye with bringing the family back together.
Okay.
So just
have we seen her with our own eyes?
No.
Still no. But
no.
Do you think that he's actually married, or would this all be a joke? Honestly,
I do.
An honest question.
Honest answer. I do think he's married, but I am shocked. I'm shocked and disappointed at the paparazzi.
I don't know how he could be married. I mean, we found pictures of 2 NFL people that aren't married.
Yes.
Sitting in a hot tub in the middle of the mountains.
Yeah.
And I can't get a shot of a bona fide, legal picture of a life.
I gotta think some poppy.
How hard could it be?
Just trailed that guy.
Where does he live? Go hang out. Oh, she's getting.
Watch him walk out.
She's getting the newspaper.
You watch him walk out of Latrobe, get in his car. I guess she doesn't go to the games practices,
Well,
or
I
she does.
follow her. I want to know right now. Oh, to the point that if we can get a GoFundMe, I'll go get this photo.
Yeah.
I'll go. I'll stake it out. I'll figure it out. I mean, it can't be that. And by the way, why isn't this a bigger story?
I don't know.
In today's day and age,
He has come out and said, look, she has no desire to be in the public spotlight.
She's a doll, isn't she? He married,
maybe he married a doll.
Soulmate, the new movie that's out, didn't he? He's got an AI girlfriend, doesn't he?
Is there any news that perhaps Destiny got fished out of the river?
I think it's AI.
Oh, that scoundrel. Oh,
I think it's
good.
AI.
Aaron met Destiny somewhere.
I think AI's got Megan, too. I think he's got a companion. He's got one of these AI girlfriends.
Maybe it's an AI wife.
Real to the touch.
Yeah, it could be an AI wife.
I don't see how in 2026 that Aaron Rodgers could be married to a woman that has yet to be photographed.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense to me.
Oh, here comes the Jags.
Oh, they're coming outside. Teams, the
Yes.
fans are certainly excited. The
Oh,
pads are
yes.
on. All right, well, it's a perfect timing because we have to take a short
Well, let's do
break
it.
here on the drill. It's a next-gen roofing Monday, and we're back with more as the padded ones hit the field for the first time. Fans are excited. So are we. Back with more next.
The Drill.
From the DivorcemenOnly.com studios.
It's not about guests, it's about you. Call it, text it, drop it in the chat. Holler at Hacker. Monday nights from 8 to 10 on 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
He's the former Jacksonville beat reporter, and he still knows your team well.
Oh, you don't say.
He's Pete Prisco, Thursday afternoons on The Frangie Show.
This I gotta see.
Brought to you by Showtime Sports Cards and Collectibles on 1010XL.
In this age of globalization, we've learned that bigger isn't always better. Ever tried to get phone help from a big corporation? From a real person? Good luck. That is what's so nice about Mike Merritt's Heating and Air. Unlike publicly traded conglomerates with headquarters in faraway cities, Mike Merritt's Heating and Air remains family-owned and operated by Mike, your neighbor. Mike Merritt has delivered hometown service, integrity, and pricing for generations. The big guys incentivize their techs to sell you new equipment. Mike's team emphasizes repair first. We only sell you equipment if your current equipment is worn out and beyond repair. And let's be honest about price. Small operations without much overhead can sometimes lowball your job, but you can't trust just anyone with a truck. They may be here today and gone tomorrow. Mike Merritt has been keeping North Florida cool for more than 3 decades. That's experience and dedication you can count on. Call today or see us on the web.
Florida license number CAC 050384.
Best Bet St. Augustine's Ride to Riches giveaway is this week. It's not too late to get to the tables and earn those entries. Every hour at the tables equals an entry through August 7th. Then get back to Best Bet St. Augustine on the 8th for all the giveaways, starting at 12:30 until the grand prize is announced at 8 o'clock. Will you be driving a brand new all-terrain side-by-side home? Visit BestBetJax.com for details. That's BestBetJax.com. And we'll see you in St. Augustine.
Brian and Angela Wall here with Window World. Hurricanes happen in Florida. That's not news. But what happens even more often than hurricanes are home break-ins. And if security is important to you, you might want to look into hurricane-rated impact windows.
What you may not know is that hurricane-rated impact windows not only help protect your home in case of a hurricane, but they also offer another level of security for your home.
Have you seen those videos on YouTube that show people trying to break through an impact window? A thief is way too lazy to spend his energy trying to break through one of our impact windows. That's why he doesn't have a real job like you. He'd rather break your non-impact window while you're at work. Window World has high-quality, very affordable hurricane-rated impact windows to help protect your home from hurricanes and from lazy thieves.
Call us today at 904-443-7001. Get a free estimate and see for yourself. You save energy, get more security, and the windows add value to your home. With all Window World windows, you get the best guarantee in the window replacement business.
Window World,
simply the best for less.
And thank you for your business.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
Get ready, Duval. Jaguars training camp is returning to Miller Electric Center. Join us for an up-close look at our players in action and be part of the excitement as football returns to Jacksonville. Daily tickets are limited, so don't wait. Secure yours at jaguars.com/training camp.
I'm looking for a letter or something. Anything that you would send. With all the people I know, I'm still a lonely man. You know, it's funny. I thought I had it in the palm of my hand.
Guess you misread that one, Chief. Hey, gang, it's almost time to kick off the 2026 season at the bank.
Right. At the bank.
Whether you want to be at the center of it all as a season ticket member, lock in 3 or more games with a bundle at the bank, or cheer on the Jags at your most anticipated matchup, everyone can be part of the action. Seating limited, so don't wait. Secure your tickets by visiting jaguars.com/tickets or by calling 904-633-2000. The special teams kicking things off here with the padded workouts. Special teams, always a good opportunity to turn to whoever you're sitting next to and have a slight, small conversation. Yeah.
They can win you some games, Jeffrey.
Yeah, of course. I'm not saying I'm not doubting their importance, but when it comes to watching the festivities, the long punts and simulated runbacks, they're not doing it for me. I'm ready to see somebody get laid out. In fact, I just screamed at the punt returner, hit him!
Yeah, we need some of that.
No one listened to me, though. I did get some ugly looks, which, man, it's amazing how many people show up for these things. And it is a beautiful morning, man. They thought I was kidding. It's now officially, never mind training camp. It is now the coolest August 3rd in the history of Jacksonville, Florida. You could never in the history of this city, unless it was pouring down rain, stand outside at 8:53 on August 3rd and feel like this. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
I think they think humidity, because I looked at the feels like, says 86, my butt. Feels like about 70 degrees. Perfect. Feel like I'm in the tropics.
We might be in Jacksonville, New England right now. I don't know. Latrobe or,
yeah, right.
You know,
yeah.
Maybe
this is one of those weird days that right now at some camp up there in New York, it is hotter and muggier, although I doubt it.
Back in the cheese league again or something to that effect.
Tell me, make an argument for me. Tell me who, if the Dodgers don't win the World Series, will.
Oh, the Red Sox just swept the Dodgers. They could. I think the Yankees could. I think one of the Cubs or the Cubs or the Brewers. Maybe Atlanta. I don't know. Let's see what they do. And, I don't get that feeling from them as much, but I just took 2 out of 3 from them. So, but, if they get going again, I mean, they looked unbelievable in April and May. So they can find that again.
Well, outside of the series with the Mets, they've kind of looked like that in the second half. Like I said, it's not easy to sweep a 4-game series in baseball.
Right.
I don't care if you're the Dodgers against the worst team in the league. It's hard to sweep 4 games. And so to have a 4-game sweep, 5 in a row overall, but again, they're going to be fine for 162. Can they beat? Never mind the Dodgers. I got to win a series.
Yeah.
I haven't won a series in years, Hick. Won the World Series. I don't think the Braves have won a playoff series since then. So
Raise up might be able to do it. You never know.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I will say this. Excess in it. Look, if this were basketball, they'd be unbeatable.
Yeah.
If it were basketball, they'd be unbeatable. If a basketball team put together
baseball's a funny game.
Yeah, basketball put together the equivalent of what the Dodgers had done, then nobody would be able to beat them. If one team had
course, after the powers that be engineered and fixed the Scooble trade, they may fix the World Series too. I don't trust them.
Make sure the Dodgers win?
Yeah.
Well,
they might fix it.
At least you'd be wearing Braves gear for next year's spring training week. It'd be fun for you. Be wearing it all around town. A little Braves jersey and a hat.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow I made a bet where it behooves me that the Dodgers win. I hate myself for that.
Yeah.
I don't see any team. I'm not buying. I'm not buying the. I've learned over the course of the last few years. I think I remember the Mets going out sweeping the Dodgers last year in L.A.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not buying that regular season versus postseason.
No, I wouldn't buy it. But the Brewers are a team that dominated the Dodgers in the regular season. They got absolutely annihilated.
That's
in the
right.
postseason.
And you know what? And you could say it to the Braves, but we're around every year, and sometimes you trust your GM to pick a spot to really think you're. I mean, a lot of times you get mad at teams, but maybe you're looking to say, look, if we go do this and that, we're going to lose this prospect and that. We're not winning the World Series. Let me add enough to keep people engaged. To give us a fighting chance. Look. One thing about certain teams, if they get red hot for a week, they can beat the Dodgers. You bet they can.
Sure.
But the Dodgers don't have to get red hot to beat anybody. They just bring in the next guy.
All right, well, we got 9 o'clock nasty coming up.
No.
That excites me.
Yeah, it usually does.
Maybe a redo of Martha Reeves and her anthem rendition.
Yeah, I feel like mistakes were made there.
Yeah.
Mistakes were made. We will turn our attention toward the 9 o'clock hour. The Jags right now are in just a little short 5-minute. I would imagine the last half hour or so we'll ratchet up. We'll see some 7-on-7, some 11-on-11, and see some little more physical football. The first physical football we've seen here since the Bills beat us back in January. You're listening to The Drill. It's a Next Gen Roofing Monday. Man, they do an awesome job over there. Their owner recognized as a 40 under 40 businessman in Jacksonville. You've heard the Blake Bortles response. They know how to have a little fun as well, but it's serious business when you have issues with your roof. So whether it's a damage or maybe it's just time, I'll take care of the legwork. You just go to Next Gen Roofing and nextgenroofing.com.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. 1010XL.
Have your boarding passes ready.
Jacksonville Sports Radio Mothership.
That's one small step for man.
Hey, the investment landscape always changing. New rules, new regulations, new opportunities. But at ITB Partners, one thing remains constant: our commitment to your financial future. Whether it's consolidating your accounts, rolling over an old 401k, or helping you maximize your pension programs, man, oh man, ITB Partners make your financial journey simple and smart. With ITB Partners, Jeff Hartman, Chris Bryan, Janice Cobb, Dan Abel, Reagan Wright, and Reed Wingate. Your personalized investment strategy is built on trust, transparency, and experience. Gang, it's summertime. Get that money in motion. ITP Partners there to help you pursue your financial goals so you can focus on what matters most. ITP Partners are stable, strategic, and secure, and they're my financial partners for life. Registered representatives offering securities offered through Cetera Wealth Services, LLC, member FINRA, SIPC.
Frank Frangie here. Nimnick Buick GMC is proud to be the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville, earned by treating customers with courtesy, respect, and fairness. All part of Nimnick's Treating You Right guarantee. The most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer, nobody but Nimnick. For 3 generations, Nimnick has been the place customers keep coming back to. They treat you right, and they give a bunch back to the community. Visit NimnickBuickGMC.com today to learn more, or visit their showroom off Phillips Highway. GMC, we are professional grade.
Jacksonville, save big today at Green Acres Sporting Goods. Right now, get a semi-automatic AR-style 12-gauge shotgun for just $299. Green Acres also stocks the top brands of suppressors. For nearly 60 years, Green Acres has been Jacksonville's trusted source for firearms and outdoor gear, providing expert service you can count on. Shop Green Acres today at greenacresporting.com.
The swamp is hot. Coaching, recruiting, winning and losing. Catch the Gator Buzz on the Gator Report. Several times a week on 1010XL. Built by Cash Building Material. Windows and doors done right. Keeping Gator Nation in the loop.
Let's talk insurance, or as I say, assurance, because that's what you get with my friend Mandy at the Bowers Agency. Mandy and her dream team at the Bowers Agency will personalize your insurance playbook. They will give you max protection. Not your average insurance agent. Mandy and the Bowers Agency have everything you need. Home, life, business, auto. Call Mandy at the Bowers Agency or visit them on Facebook or at bowersagencyjacks.com.
the flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
23 years and still getting bigger. The Jacksonville Tattoo Convention is back August 21st through 23rd with hundreds of incredible tattoo artists tattooing all weekend long. Explore unique vendors and artisans. Check out Collector's Alley featuring Pokemon, trading cards, sports memorabilia, comics, toys, and more. It's family friendly, parking is free, and tickets are available at the door. Renaissance Resort at World Golf Village, one of Jacksonville's most unique weekends. Visit setattoo.com for more information.
My name is Chris, and I'm a client of DexaFit Jacksonville. A scale only tells you your weight, but a DEXA scan shows you what's really happening inside your body. In just 5 minutes, I learned my body fat percentage, muscle mass, bone density, and visceral fat levels. Tracking those numbers helped me see real progress and stay motivated. Kelly and the entire team at DexaFit Jacksonville are knowledgeable, professional, and a great resource. Search DexaFit Jacksonville and schedule your scan today.
Hacker here, and I'm going to be up in New England for the next couple of days, taking in a little family getaway before football season. And thanks to Awaken 180, that family getaway will include some water parks, some hide and seek, some water balloon battles, some silly string battles with my 7-year-old and other kids in the family up there in the New England area. 2 years ago, when I was over 300 pounds, I could not have dreamed of doing that, particularly in the hot summer months. But thanks to Awaken 180, the coaching I got, the guidance I got, the weight absolutely fell off. It's the real deal. Results speak for themselves. I lost over 100 pounds thanks to the best weight loss program I've ever been on. Go to awaken180weightloss.com. That's awaken180weightloss.com, or call 844-346-1800 and do what I did. Get your life back with Awaken 180 Weight Loss.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by AB Signs. For Jags OC Grant Udensky, Year 2 brings clarity to the offensive personnel.
We have a little bit clearer picture of who they are and who we want to be.
Miles Russell's Marathon Western Amateur Run finally ran out of gas. The Jack Beach standout fell 3-1 in the semifinals at a Beverly Hills Country Club. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently, it's 9:04 and it's 76 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller. Stay tuned because the 9 o'clock hour is next right here on 1010XL at 92.5 FM.
XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Get ready, Duval. Jaguars training camp is returning to Miller Electric Center. Join us for an up-close look at our players in action and be part of the excitement as football returns to Jacksonville. Daily tickets are limited, so don't wait. Secure yours at jaguars.com/training camp.
I'm fed, feeling X-rated. It's Mr. Nasty time. Oh, Mr. Nasty time. The nasty time.
Naughty girls need love.
The things that run through my head make me wonder if I'm touched.
Okay.
So I'm sitting here.
What's today's example?
This is today's example. How good would this be? So I'm sitting here, and I'm looking at my watch, and it's 9 o'clock nasty. And I'm looking out the air, and I said, this is what I want to do. And I'm not going to do it just because common sense will prevail for once. But in my mind, I just did this. Hey, it's not. Good morning, Jacksonville. It's 9 o'clock. We're live at the Miller Electric Center. The Jaguars are in pads today, and in honor of pads and Oklahoma drill. Whoa!
Whoa. That's how he thinks. Yeah. Thinks a little bit off.
Bro.
I mean,
Yeah.
dude,
I'm
that
braced.
would be so great if I dove into you, but we'd get hurt.
Well, I would. I think I need.
And you would get mad.
Of course, I would get mad. Yeah.
But
and you're like, I was thinking about, I was sitting right here. Hey, I see a fan with a sharp stick. Boom.
But I do that. I do that to E all the time.
Yeah, he does. You like to chank him around.
I jank E all the time.
Yeah, it would depend. I would need. It would. The only way it wouldn't end in disaster if I had just like that moment's notice that I could, because I've got good
brace.
I got good lean here.
Yeah,
I can put this here. And I've got this is going to keep me. So it might.
No, but again,
might not end well.
It would have been a great video.
Yeah, it would have been
and
terrible.
Dive into you and we go
silly.
sprawling.
Sure. Lawsuits. I might have to. Might have to be litigious if that happens.
Litigious?
Yeah.
Ooh, I like
anyway,
that one, litigious.
Thank you.
Litigious. But anyway, that's what I thought about.
Okay.
So,
well,
that's the kind of thing.
That's interesting.
I was.
Will you, real quick, will you get on board with me now? I mean, I don't. If Todd Golden doesn't win the national title in Gainesville, then it's a tremendous underachievement.
No, because I heard
it might be the best team that Florida's ever had.
No, they're not. I heard you talking about that. I'll take the 04s minus 8.5.
Oh,
I mean,
that's silly.
Bro,
8.5.
we had 3 top 10 picks. Do you think there's 3 top 10 picks on this roster?
Yeah, no, but it's not all about top 10 picks.
Well,
you know that.
Chris Richard was a hell of a 6-man.
No, that's a great team. And by the way, I didn't say this team would beat that team.
Well, you said you'd like to see him play.
I
when
would.
You said that.
I would. I would like to see him play. That team shoots. The 04s shoot a lot better. So
yeah,
but the front court would hold its own, and then it's Torian Green and that group against Boogie, Aberdeen, Klobuchar, and that group. I mean, it's kind of what it would boil down to. Point being, he's got everybody back, and now you get Aberdeen on a silver platter.
Oh, Trevor just threw a dot.
Silver platter, man.
Parker Washington.
The winds are blowing in, and it's blowing in. The rain's behind us.
Spitting a little bit.
Yeah, and I wonder when. And it's going to be terrible news because the folks sitting in the stands, they're shielded. So they probably don't even know.
We might get wet.
Well, there's some stuff. We may have to move on that side of the table.
Precip.
I'm not. Yeah.
What's going to happen when the tent blows off?
I don't know. And right now,
Goes
by the
airborne.
way, you got we're underqualified to make any kind of big decisions here.
Yeah.
I mean,
Richie.
Yeah. We don't really know what we're supposed to do in the event of an emergency. But for now, we're going to ride it out because we're hardy that way.
Yeah.
We're hardy.
We're hardy people.
I believe the Gators get on the field today for the first time.
Yes. But back to the Gator basketball team for just a second.
Yeah. Loaded, though.
Yeah, they're very good.
Yeah.
Final 4 is what I'll give you. But
I hear you.
6 games.
Wonky things can happen.
As you know.
I hear you.
3rd game,
That's my way of saying if you don't go to the Final 4, hockey sticks with you.
Right.
I mean, if Todd Golden go to the Final 4, it's time to start doing some reconfiguring of where we're at.
I don't know. I kind of applaud a guy for the fact that he's built a roster at the University of Florida that is capable of going to the Final
Four. That's fair. That's fair. I'm just telling you, I'm incredibly optimistic about this team. It doesn't have any weaknesses.
Ladies and gentlemen.
How often do you have a team with no weakness? Tell me the weakness of the Florida basketball team. Not one.
I'm using my newfound strength to anchor down the tent here. I don't know if you see this on the video.
I see it. My dog been in the gym.
Yeah.
Do you see the earthquake that's going on out here?
Oh, I see it.
I'm getting rained on. This is where I become like the pampered talent.
It's about to get nasty out there.
Is it?
Look like it.
Are we supposed to? Well, should we move back inside? Back inside, they're all gonna be coming and going. They're gonna hate us.
There's gonna be a lot of noise and stuff out inside, but yeah,
they're all moving inside.
It looks crazy right now.
Is it not a little bit strange that we have everything in place but the roof? Like, I've never understood these types of, what are those for? Like, when you build, like the brackets or whatever, and, they hang over, but they're not actually covered.
Won't the pieces fit?
Yeah, I don't
Easy?
know. I just don't know what the point of building it out like that is.
Oh, we're not very.
In case you someday want to put a roof on it?
We're not very building savvy here.
Well, we're not savvy in a lot of things. We're kind of sports savvy.
Oh, boy.
That's probably about it. There are, they're weighted down, so I don't think it's going to fly away. I don't think.
Those ain't heavy weights, my brother.
Yeah. Can you imagine if this goes flying across, bouncing like we're that rogue redneck family at the beach? Right? There's always one.
Stop.
There's always like that one rogue family. They let that thing go.
Richie!
Tearing down. Whoa!
There it goes. There he goes.
Hello.
We better get Rich. Hey, Eve, call Richie.
Yeah.
Serious rap. I just saved lives.
I thought.
Gavin, I saved lives.
I was Johnny on the spot.
I saved lives right there. I want people to know.
Johnny on the spot right there. It's time.
Got the Godfather coming.
And in the upset of all upsets, the boys on the field slinging it around like nothing. I had no problem. There's nothing to see here,
dude.
We got some stuff going on here, man.
Should we go to a break? tried to figure
I
out
don't know
what we're going to do.
Yeah, in the meantime, because I got news for you. I'm no good with this kind of stuff.
No, me
so
either.
I'm running. It's not for fear of rain. I'm running right inside.
Well,
and how do we get hooked up in there?
There's Kelly Coughlin.
Maybe she
Wonderful
can
young
do
lady.
it. She can do everything else.
I want people to know I saved lives here, Kelly. I held this thing down.
Yeah, lives. It was headed right for y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
holding it.
I got it.
Yeah.
Don't worry, you're fine.
Is Yoda over there?
You got to
No.
Got to multitask.
Richie.
Got to multitask here.
Seriously, get a hold of people
I
quick.
am. I'm working on it.
We have a situation building
Yeah.
here.
I think that this top deck cleared in some part because they thought our tent was going to decapitate it. I really do.
We could joke about
Well,
unless it
and I
happens.
just said, I think we learned that I'm not the physics inclined because like 2 seconds after I said I think we're okay,
Yeah.
that thing was airborne.
I had my doubts.
Yeah.
And then it moved. And
I'm now with you as part of. In the meanwhile, it's starting to rain
by the way.
sideways, getting soaked here.
Look at the
So,
pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm with you right there. I'm a little concerned right now with what's going on. Meanwhile, we got pads popping.
Oh,
here we
gosh.
go. We're at 11 on 11 for the first time down across the other side. And in all seriousness, I'm a little surprised they're out on the wet field. I feel like they're worried about more than just. That is Trevor. We got an outside run. What's the first run play? What
It's
happened?
always that play, dude.
Little stretch run play.
Stretch runs.
Did they get
Yeah,
anything?
them boys need to stretch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Parker getting into it.
Yeah. Listen, it's going to be one of two things here soon. We get engineering help or we call FEMA. One of those two things is about to happen here.
Yeah. Or the show's about to end.
Yeah, the show's about to end if we don't get an engineer or FEMA.
Yeah.
Because right now we're doing yeoman's work.
Yeoman's work.
Trying to hold this thing down.
And providing
Bring
entertainment.
award-winning radio. And we can talk sports while we're, taking a shower if we needed to.
And boss is going to get mad. Boss, I can't. There's nothing I can do. I got to stand up to hold the thing down.
Well, and I'm over here, too. I'm completely out of
You're
the shot.
off the shot.
But, I hope people understand. I'm having to go two-handed with this joker right now.
Yeah, this is good video.
I got one on the post. I got one on the bracket.
There's a completion, Trevor.
Oh, he's on fire. Who caught that?
That's LaQuinn Allen Jr.
Okay.
Used to be De'Ami Brown.
You remember?
One time was Andre Sisco.
I was listening to Travis Hunter talking about the.
Don't forget Blake Bortles.
By the way, it's pouring.
I was, it's pouring down rain. I was thinking about, and you know what's sad? Right on the other side of this table, it's completely dry.
Is it?
Like if we stood
we're
there,
getting over there.
Well, the problem is this thing going to go?
Well, we gotta hold this down. Though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm now doing the iron cross, a gymnastics move. The iron cross.
I'll help here. It's not going anywhere, and I'm dry. I got news for you. Hello, YouTube.
That's a great move by you.
Yeah, it's kind of savvy. I'm not gonna lie. Whoa!
There goes the roster.
Yeah, it's. I saw this at the Sphere. This is the Wizard of Oz. Is where we're going.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we're gonna have flying monkeys here.
Oh boy.
Before you know it.
Okay.
Travis Hunter is on the offensive side of the ball, and I was listening to Travis Hunter talk about the dynamics inside that receiver room. And you want another just kind of crystallization of the difference between this team now and this team last year?
Yeah.
When we were here in camp last year, your top three receivers were Brian Thomas Jr., De'Ami Brown, and Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
Think about that.
That's a big change.
A second-year guy, a bust, and a first-year guy who's trying to play both sides.
Yeah.
And now Travis Hunter can slide in with comfortably three guys ahead of him if need be. And I don't know where they slot guys. I bet they don't. Like, I bet inside the Jaguars room, there's not a one receiver, two receiver, three receiver, four receiver. I bet they look. I know certain of them will do certain things best, but it's probably just going to depend on the scheme and the strategy and the game plan as to who's on the field and what they're doing.
They got 11 on 11.
They're going to run the ball like crazy. Liam said that. I'm throwing a pass every
working
now
on
and then
that.
just to keep them honest. That is.
There goes another run up the middle.
Is that Taylor? Is that Jamari Taylor?
Yeah.
24?
Yeah, he finishes forward.
Is that not an early carry for a rookie undrafted free agent?
They like him.
I mean, that is him, right?
Yeah, that's him.
He looks like he's limping a little bit. We sure that's not Rodriguez? Yeah, it's Rodriguez.
Let's see what it is.
Got a little bit of a lump. They got a little bit of a limp on him. I misread his number.
Okay.
Is he not limping?
I don't know. Oh, boy.
Yes, he's limping. Okay.
All right, we got problems.
Yeah.
We got to take a break. We'll come back with more. This is the drill. We're about to go airborne.
FEMA has been
Dorothy.
called.
Dorothy. Where are you, Toto? Toto, Dorothy.
Well, first things first, somebody's going to have to get this hooked up inside because we can deal with a runaway tent. We can't. I know Jacksonville proper cannot deal with a half-hour void of the
It'd be a
drill.
problem if the tent went on the field and clipped a defensive back.
No,
though.
it would be. I was kidding. It'd be a problem if the tent went anywhere. That might do it for our camp coverage. We really enjoyed our 5 days down here, but sadly we've been asked to leave. You are listening to the drill. We're fighting the weather. I give the Jags credit for staying out there and putting on a show for the fans.
Yeah.
It's been easy to
Well,
take.
you got to get used to the rain.
I like it.
Yeah.
I think it's silly that you would move inside because of rain, and I guess the other day it was strictly because of the lightning.
It was.
So the fact that they're mudding it out here a little bit.
Anywhere, anytime, anybody.
Travis Hunter, by the way, is now on defense.
All right.
Playing offense, playing defense. He literally is just going every snap. Part of it probably is just to see how he feels through it.
Yeah.
The endurance of it.
That guy, that part of it,
He's fine for
he's
now.
special.
Yeah.
Well,
and I will say this
That's
too.
a special dude for that.
The timing and the stamina needed in a game is less than the timing and stamina needed in this.
Yes.
You're go, 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 go. And we're going to go, go, go to break on a Next Gen Roofing Monday.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios, Rick Ballou is the truth teller.
Tell the truth. That's all. Just tell the truth.
Go into the night with Rick Ballou after the Frangie Show. Then it's Hacker After Dark.
Between him and me.
Ballou and Hacker. Evenings on 1010XL.
There's only one sport with games to bet every day the rest of the summer, and there's only one legal app to bet it. Bet baseball on Hard Rock Bet, your home to bet home runs, strikeouts, even the next at-bat. It's secure and regulated, so your money is safe. Step up to the plate with towering parlays that can turn a dollar bet into a max payout up to $2 million.
It's out of here.
Hard Rock Bet.
Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
25 weeks comes down to this.
You ready?
3 wide under the lights. Zero margin for error. Everything on the line. Flirting with 200 miles per hour in the place where this journey began. Race 26, the final hunt for a spot in the chase. The Coke Zero Sugar 400 weekend at Daytona, August 28th through 29th. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
When you hear it from John Osher, you can be sure, cause O knows. Oh yeah. Find out what he's heard about your favorite football team. Listen for Jacksonville's senior writer weekdays on 1010XL. Served up by Twin Peaks.
Hey, gang, Hicken here. You know I've been using Zero Res for years now. Heck, I used a couple other guys way back when. Even tried to do it yourself cleaning. That was a disaster. Well, I learned real quick that ain't for the Hickens. With Zero Res, you get zero residue carpet cleaner. Leaves your carpet truly clean with no dirt attracting soaps or harsh chemicals. Plus, guys, they're affordable. This month, get 3 rooms of carpet clean starting at just $129. What do? You call them, 904-287-5727. 287-5727, or visit ZeroResJacksonville.com and ask for the 1010XL special. Zero Res. Spell it forward, spell it backwards. Zero Res. It's the right way to clean.
Hi, I'm Blake Bortles. People know I've always said if I wasn't playing football, I'd probably be on a construction site. So Next Gen Roofing finally let me live the dream.
Blake, why are you wearing a red practice jersey?
Always worn it for safety.
Right. Well, around here, the red jersey means you're the new guy, so you're in charge of garbage cleanup.
Perfect. I love garbage time. Always excelled in it.
It's not exactly what I meant.
Good thing Next Gen Roofing has real pros handling everything from family homes to large commercial buildings. Next Gen, teamed up with you. Teamed up with you.
My son had a meniscus surgery a couple years ago. Went smooth as silk, was playing tennis in 2 weeks. This is Patrick Malarkey, and I highly recommend Southeast Orthopedic Specialist.
Our son Eric's a Division I collegiate baseball pitcher who is having shoulder pain. We took him to Southeast Orthopedic Specialist and are confident that he's now on the road to recovery. This is Beth Anderson, and we love the care Eric receives at Southeast Orthopedic Specialist.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialist.
Make your outdoor living space one you're proud of with Sutherland Lawn and Landscape. From landscape design and outdoor living spaces to turf, lighting, irrigation, pavers, and complete residential and commercial maintenance, Sutherland brings your vision to life with quality craftsmanship and a team you can trust. Sutherland Lawn and Landscape, transforming outdoor spaces, elevating everyday living. Visit SUTHERLINlawn.com today.
Mark Watson with Hardball Creative, letting you know that Hardball now offers web stores, so your employees can order their own branded gear, and you have more time for Wordle. Check it out at hardballcreative.com.
Hardball Creative. Hardball does it all.
Need or want cash? Beaches Jewelry and Pawn has cash available. Ready to buy guitars, surfboards, jewelry, firearms, tools, and especially gold. They need it all, selling or pawning. Get cash on the spot at Beaches Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
Get ready, Duval. Jaguars training camp is returning to Miller Electric Center. Join us for an up-close look at our players in action and be part of the excitement as football returns to Jacksonville. Daily tickets are limited, so don't wait. Secure yours at jaguars.com/training camp.
All right, we got an update.
Yes.
First off, the rain ruined a perfect weather day.
Oh, yeah,
that's a
that was
little
nice.
disappointing.
Yeah,
because it was a wonderful morning.
Although the fans at least are underneath the cover.
They're fine.
Yeah.
But we weren't.
Yeah, we got rained on a little bit, but we're safe. Thank you for your prayers. We made it in through the howling.
Thank you for the prayers.
Yeah, thank you for the thoughts.
It
and
meant a
prayers.
lot.
Yeah, I know. As we went to break.
Yeoman's Work by Kyle and Yoda. They got us switched in here in the break.
Sure.
They've got the tent secure, I believe. Is the tent secure?
I helped them lower it.
Yes.
Man of the people out there getting wet and down and dirty.
We had a moment where if we weren't holding on, the tent would have went airborne.
Cat-like reflexes, I thought.
I think we saved lives.
Yeah, I thought the cat-like, and to your credit, you were holding it down over there the whole time.
Yeah.
I was almost
Yeah.
making fun of you, and as soon as
Yeah.
I did that, my end was taken off.
Yeah.
We saved Tom Coffin's life today.
I think we did.
Because he was just down the patio.
It would have shot right down there.
I think that he probably...
Somebody would have got either impaled or decapitated.
Sure.
It would have been a horrific story. Cameras would have turned on us. They would have wanted to interview us.
Yeah.
What would we do?
It would have been a bad look for 1010XL.
Bad look.
Yeah.
Bad look, but thankfully, all's well that ends well.
This all started
inside. Now we can't see the practice. That's the only
Yeah,
thing.
I mean,
So if you're out
yeah.
there, if you're out there watching,
Tell us what
sip
happens.
the text line a message. Lawrence to Hunter touchdown. We need some of that.
I think the whole vibe of the last segment got thrown a little askew with your violent, ruminations of attacking.
That's how it started.
Vaulting into me.
That's how the whole segment started.
And, good Lord himself through a little weather. Settle down.
I'm not saying that we can rival Liam Cohen's viral moment from last week.
Sure.
But if the social media department doesn't take the situation off of the video
Of what we did.
where the wind
Yeah.
blew and we were holding
Yes,
it
you
down.
yelled. I jumped out of frame. Yeah.
The straining that
was-
went on.
yeah.
It was scary.
Yeah.
It was scary.
Well, again, thank you for
But don't worry.
We did. We're okay. We're
Yeah.
even mostly dry.
Yeah.
That's how treacherous it was. We're still mostly, for the most part, we're still dry.
I got a little wet.
Yeah.
To be honest, the couch is a little wet.
I got wetter where I went back out there. I wanted him to help it get it down. I didn't want to be part of the lawsuit when the
tax was north.
tick goes. No, they all smartly so.
Yeah.
We were the driver of everyone leaving the patio when they saw our thing blowing around
Correct.
like a kite.
Correct.
They said, "Hey, no Ben Franklin's here. We got to get out of here."
Yeah.
Anyway, what is it? And I'm not trying to be smart. You haven't had many of these. The Braves haven't had many of these. Really, for 25
Championships?
No, well, that and a trade deadline where you're totally disinterested. Are you even interested? And now they double whammy you when you trade a decent piece and get nothing for it. So it's like insult to injury.
Yeah.
And again, the Braves haven't been in sell-off mode very often. I think they may have gotten rid of a couple of relievers last year for inconsequential pieces. But, I mean, I would think that you have a couple between Weaver and Brazelbaum and Holmes and Peralta. You would have liked to have at least gotten a couple of top 10 prospects from places. Are you going to get that? Or is it going to be as easy for teams to get Weaver, Holmes?
It's not even that for me, Jeff. It's there's a part of me that's like, well, okay, so this season's shot. I already knew that. I buried him correctly so. And I get that. But we're supposed to compete next year. And my question is, with whom?
That you don't look as good as, the rest of the.
And really, it all goes back to one thing and one thing only, and that's David Stearns ripping the soul out of this team with Pete Alonso and Brandon Nimmo.
Yeah, it got worse.
And made us worse. And honest to God, Jorge Polanco is the worst baseball player wearing a Mets uniform I've ever seen. This guy was a postseason hero last year. He's hitting, Jeff, 134. He goes up to the plate.
Is he White Sox also? Where'd you get him?
No, we signed him from Seattle.
Yeah.
Pushed Seattle through in the playoffs.
Gotcha.
He's hitting 134. I think he's 1 for like 50 since coming off an injury. I'm not lying on these numbers.
Trust me.
I'm telling you, when he walks up to the plate, Daniel Murphy has told us the story. They put up your big face, your big mug, your stats, and it says 134. And he just looks lost at the plate. Lost.
All right. The big name on the market was Scooble. I don't know who the second biggest name of guys who are actually going to be traded, but it may have been Peralta. I don't know.
Peralta, Gausman,
as far as the name value, the Braves went for a bottom of the rotation innings eater kind of guy. I would think they have plans on either Casey Mize or Robbie Ray today. If not, then it was. You punted the trade deadline. And at some point, by the way, and I guess all teams know this. I mean, if you're Alex Anthopoulos, you know this. At some point, you got to give up your good prospects.
Mm-hmm.
You know, at some point, if you want to go get Casey Mize and Robbie Ray, then we got to wake up tomorrow without Richie or Shawver or Hartman, or who's a position player. One of the 41 shortstops you've drafted in the last 2 years.
Well,
sometimes you got to risk. You got to risk sending away a guy who's an all-star in 4 years.
People around the league think the Mets are going to make 5 more trades today.
See, that's the thing. I do feel like this, because
I'll tell you a nice sneaky pickup.
Okay.
If somebody for bullpen arms, Brooks Raley. He's a left-hander.
Mm-hmm. Is he with you also?
Yeah, he's been great this year. I mean, Luke Weaver's been out of this world good. People know Brooks Raley is your lefty. He gets guys out, gives you an inning.
Here's what I hate about the Braves, and Tony can, who's sitting here standing by for Jaguars today, can I think relate with this. It is awful, dangerous, and untrustworthy to assume the return to health of guys that you haven't seen for months. Like, the notion is the Braves bullpen's pretty good. You need a bullpen arm. Well, are we going to see Suarez again? I mean, when Suarez, Iglesias were healthy, they had the best bullpen in the league, and that was a big part of that wonderful start they got off to. You got to the 6th inning, and you went Dylan, Lee, Suarez, Iglesias in some order, and it was just about automatic. And Iglesias and Lee have pitched much better of late, but when does Suarez come back? Spencer Schwellenbach. Yeah, right. Spencer Schwellenbach's going to be an effective, dominant pitcher in the postseason. Come on, man. That's like thinking Spencer Strider.
Is he throwing?
He's barely throwing. He's no rehab yet. Well, I shouldn't say barely. He's throwing off the mound, bullpen session. He's getting there.
Okay.
But again.
So you'd hope like September 1st.
It's September, and they've been saying that all along. Well, now that's here. So I suppose if you're the Braves and you withstood it this long, at some point I'm ready for selling me the return of one of these young arms. He's going to return and look like he's actually ready. Because I've been sold on, Shawver returning. I've been sold on Spencer Strider 2 or 3 times, and they're never as good as the pitcher he lost. So when they lost Schwellenbach last year, he was a legitimate, top number 2 at worst starter. He's going to have missed an entire year. I'm to expect he's going to come back and be throwing 7 scoreless in the division round. But that's what they need if they're not going to trade for, because right now it is sail and pray for hail. Any other pitcher that goes out there, and look, one of the 3 will give you a great outing, and when they get hot, they'll win 5 or 6 in a row as a team. But if you're counting on Martin Perez, Ronaldo Lopez, Holmes, Richie, yeah, good luck. You're not beating anybody. You might, and by the way, the pressure it does put on your race. Chris Sale pitches game 1 and they lose. Well, just don't even finish the series. So I would hope that the Braves would be in the market for some arms, because there are still a bunch of them out here. Now, look, it feels like because the Dodgers got Scooble that does it for the trade deadline, right? It feels like that's such an impactful move that anyone else does is, not going to be enough. But that being said, ESPN has identified 10 guys that will be traded today.
Okay.
impact for whoever they join.
Okay.
I'm ready to say this guy has no impact because everywhere he goes, he just hits 330 and doesn't matter. And that's
Luis Arias.
Arias.
Yeah.
I got no use for him. I don't, he went to the Padres, he wasn't a difference maker. He went to the Giants, he hasn't been one there.
Yeah.
Number 2 is your guy, Clay Holmes.
Okay.
Best fits, they name, anytime there's a pitcher, there's about 8 teams, they list them all.
Yeah.
But Braves, Phillies, Brewers, Astros, Twins, White Sox, Diamondbacks, Padres. Like, if it were me, I would
never
trade him in the
trade him.
division. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I wouldn't go Phillies or Braves there.
Now, he's a free agent. We can get him back, and we might try to. I think they like him, and I think they're idiots. I think they should have signed him to an extension.
Foster Griffin is a left-hand pitcher for the Nationals who's been pitching in Japan, but he's been getting hit lately, including the Braves knocked him around the other day. I see best fits Braves here. I don't know if I want Foster Griffin. So we got a relief pitcher. Braves aren't involved. Adrian Morejon.
Yeah, San Diego.
Casey Mize. Was he the number 1 pick?
Yeah. I think
That's
so.
awful, right?
Yeah. I don't know that if you're the Tigers, I don't know if you can trade. Then you're really giving up. I mean, they're 2.5 out of the wild card. We'll see.
The Tigers pushed back Mize's recent start to Tuesday, a sign they didn't want to risk an injury, so that kind of
usually a sign they're gonna trade you.
Mize has twice been placed on the injured list because of a groin strain, but he's still having his best season, a 2.7 ERA,
Very good.
2.9 WARs and 16 starts. Yeah, give me lefty Sale and righty Mize, and let's get hot with the bats, and I'll feel like I got a chance. Without another significant pitcher, and I don't think Tyler Mahle.
Well, we got a trade just happened.
Okay, give me a Braves. Is it Braves?
No, it's Toronto.
They're sending someone.
Nope, they're getting somebody.
What? I thought they were selling.
I think they just replaced Gausman
With?
Jose Soriano.
Okay, wow, that's strange. That is very odd. It would seem like you would keep Gausman and go get Soriano. Soriano, I don't want, man. You know why? Look at his last 12 starts, buddy. It's about a 5 ERA. That's the guy who gave up 1 run in his first 37 innings, and it's all skewed. So, Jose Soriano is got still good.
Have you seen the picture of John Mateer? Sorry, Pete.
The Oklahoma quarterback?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, my God.
What happened? Are these real?
I think that's real. Because I've seen some talk about him before. Did you
so-
see John Mateer at SEC Media Days?
All right, so what is the next, like?
That's a test right
Clearly
there.
they found the next steroid or whatever it is. It's not, because there's too many guys that look like this in sports. It's this muscle-bound look. Like, so the one that there's some sort of new undetectable steroid or performance enhancer that either hasn't been ruled illegal or they haven't found it yet. And these dudes are all on it, including a couple of the guys I watch running around out here, if I might say. Yeah. I got a couple of Jags that are built a little different than they were.
Shout out to the Googans taking pictures of us.
Thank
down
you.
the tent.
Heroes, Hero. We saved, really. I know Tom Coughlin for sure. And also 1010XL and its reputation and legal standing. If that thing goes flying across the patio, then I don't know what we're answering for.
Yeah.
All right, it is a Next Gen Roofing Monday. We somehow have managed to go heavy again, so let's take a quick time out. Got a golden moment more when we return. You're listening to The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
It's 3 wide for the win.
He's going to have a chance to win this race.
Sunday, Iowa Speed.
Side by side, battle to the finish.
Powered by the Plumbers and Pipefitters Local Union 234 on Jacksonville's voice of NASCAR. 1010XL.
Prosser here. You want to know 3 words you can live by? Job well done.
Schellenbach,
Want to know 3
Waldrop, and
more?
Scoop.
Custom tree searches. Those 2 go hand in hand. When summer storms come crashing through or hurricane winds start to blow, Custom Tree Surgeons is always on standby, doing it better than everyone else. No job too big or too small, and always job well done. With Custom Tree Surgeons, call Custom Tree Surgeons or visit them at CustomTreeSurgeons.com.
Hey, gang, Hicken here. When it comes to trucks, the only name you need to know, our friends at George Moore Chevrolet. Right now, our showroom off Atlantic Boulevard is loaded with the toughest, strongest, hardest working Chevy trucks around. I'm talking Silverado after Silverado. Ready to work or play just as hard as you do. I don't just talk about them. I got not 1 but 2 George Moore Chevrolet trucks in the fam, and they earn every mile, every job, every weekend. Power, yes. Dependability each and every day. Style, you better believe it. You see my boy Blue. If it's a truck you want, it's George Moore Chevrolet you need. Stop by the Atlanta Boulevard showroom today. Say hi to all the fine folks, including Gabe and Service, and see why truck people keep coming back for more. At George Moore Chevrolet, we're together. That's right.
This August, experience David Bowie like never before with the Jacksonville Rock Orchestra at Florida Theater. Hear the unforgettable songs that made David Bowie a legend. A 27-piece symphony orchestra joined by a full rock band changes the music of David Bowie. Saturday, August 8th at Florida Theater. Get your tickets now at floridatheater.com.
You know, it's funny. Most of us don't think about our water heater until it's too late. So here's a little bonus from our friends at Duck Duck Rooter. During August, when you schedule any plumbing service, they'll include a free water heater inspection while they're already at your home. No pressure, no gimmicks, just honest advice from a company that's built its reputation on doing things the right way. That's the Duck Duck standard. When you're stuck, call Duck Duck Rooter, 904-862-6769 or duckduckrooter.com.
Truck accidents can happen and can be devastating. Founded in Jacksonville, Edwards & Raggets is proud to serve the 904. If you've been seriously injured in a truck accident, protect yourself and your family by understanding your rights and legal options. Our attorneys are experienced in handling complex truck cases and can guide you through this. No fees unless you recover damages. Call 904-INJURED or visit 904injured.com.
Edwards & Raggets, offices Jacksonville.
I'm Alan Tyre with Trust-A-Line Mortgage. My business partners Bill Pappas and Ken Rimley want to thank all the top real estate agents and builders who refer us business every day. Thinking about buying or building a new home? At Trust-A-Line Mortgage, we're here to make the mortgage process simple, clear, and stress-free. That's why First Coast residents have trusted us for more than 37 years. Since 1989, Trust-A-Line Mortgage has been your local mortgage company dedicated to personal service. Real people, real conversations, and real solutions. Whether you're looking for a conventional, VA, FHA, or a construction loan, Trust-A-Line Mortgage brings over 4 decades of experience to help you. And did I mention we offer the most competitive jumbo rates in Florida? If you're ready to buy, build, refinance, or simply explore your options, call Trust-A-Line Mortgage today at 904-381-LOAN or visit our website at trustalinemortgage.com. Trust your instincts and follow the line to Trust-A-Line Mortgage.
Trustline Mortgage, NMLS 331480. Alan Tyre, NMLS 246490. Bill Pappas, NMLS 218443. Ken Remley, NMLS 246445.
Frank Frangie here for my friends at Coil Fencing. You've heard me talk about our Bregan baseball complex with walk-off charities and we needed a batter's eye. Nobody knew how to do it. Coil figured it out, and it is great. Since then, Coil & Sons has completed hundreds of projects, including most recently our football fields at Fort Family Park. The bottom line is they do everything. They do it well. It looks great. I trust Coil & Sons. You can too. Since 1927, they've been getting it right. CoilJacks.com, C-O-Y-L-E Jacks.com. That's where you find them. A proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
Get ready, Duval. Jaguars training camp is returning to Miller Electric Center. Join us for an up-close look at our players in action and be part of the excitement as football returns to Jacksonville. Daily tickets are limited, so don't wait. Secure yours at jaguars.com/training camp.
Now, the Monahan's golden moment. Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach, your local family jewelers.
Well, I went out onto the patio here.
Yes.
During the break, I've come back with monumental news, a statement, a declaration.
Oh.
It's also going to serve as the golden moment. I just saw the golden moment unfurl right in front of me.
Wonderful.
And I'm here to tell you, eliminate all doubts.
Okay.
Forget that 2025 ever happened.
Okay.
Your boy BTJ is balling. So I just saw a play out there in the rain where they send Brian Thomas Jr. down the right side. He's being covered, I believe, by Jarian Jones. Trevor lets one go toward the sideline. BTJ gives him a little bit of the left shoulder, then reaches up with the right hand.
Wow.
Pulls it into his body for the one-handed grab, sprints down the sideline. So we've gone from a guy who you're wondering what those two hands are going to do to a guy brushing off in the rain, one-hand grab to the body. Whatever it was that was causing the distraction and ultimately the drops that Brian Thomas Jr. went through last year. I mean, I kid because I care. I'm not here to tell you he's completely back. I'm telling you, I just saw a play from Brian Thomas Jr. there in the training camp workout, and granted it's training camp, but it's still one-on-one coverage you're going to try to exploit on, September 18th. That was a big-time play.
I like that.
That was a big-time play.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, and so glad to see that, the golden moment. And they've had some other ones out there, too. The fans are cheering well. Tony saw that Brian Thomas Jr. play. That's a big-time play, man, I'm telling you.
We had a golden moment during the break with E had a deer drill question for me, and I tried to point him in the right
But
direction.
you're not allowed to say what the deer drill
I don't think he
question
wants
is.
to take it public.
Negative.
Oh, it involves him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, you know
And
what?
TFW.
Truth be told, he comes to us with deer drill type questions, you know?
Yes.
Somewhat regularly.
Somewhat.
You know, if he reaches, you know, he's got his points about, hey, man, is this right? That's kind of like the Reddit AITA, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Gotta ask the boys who've been there and done that. It's only right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
And we often deal with what you were talking about. I mean, there's many times.
Exactly.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Are we believing in the Cowboys?
I am a little bit.
We're starting to like. There's certain. It's funny. We've had this come up a couple of times. If you got you rest on your NFL and certain things have bubbled, and you said you're seeing the Jets get a lot more due than you think they deserve, and I said I feel like the Titans are getting a lot of love. We talked about why is Jaden Daniels completely under the radar, but I think it's believable that Dallas offense. If it's healthy, if they keep the receiving group healthy, because what happened last year with CeeDee Lamb missing time is the Flournoy kid. I mean, do you remember him? Probably don't even remember him, but they had some kid stepped in last year called about 50.
Yeah.
And Dak is productive. I think that at this point is defined. I think if Dak plays 17 games and he has his receivers, they're we gonna throw for 4,500, 5,000 yards depending on who the coordinator and the game plan is. But it's easy to get behind, Pickens was so good last year, behind Pickens and CeeDee Lamb, a healthy CeeDee Lamb for a year. Obviously Dak, they've got a good tight end. They have, Javonte Williams was terrific. Probably, if the Cowboys had done better, would have been a real candidate for some postseason awards. The Broncos never got that out of Javonte Williams.
Right.
1,000-yard rushing year, double-digit touchdowns.
And do you think who they have again?
And they have Jaden Blue, who they drafted last year, was a rookie.
Texas
the
kid.
Texas kid, right? But in other words, you expect that
they're big on that offense. They think the offense is going to be great. So then you add in, they've improved the defense a great deal, and if they're able to fix that, I think the Cowboys can make a little bit of noise. I think another thing that was said earlier today that you may have said is that I think the NFC is now.
Yeah, it seems like the better conference.
I don't know if we got such good quarterbacks.
Well, yeah.
But Dallas, Philly, Washington are three really good teams. The NFC North, I think, is the best division in football.
Well, and then you haven't even gotten into Rams, Seahawks, Niners.
Yeah, and I think that, and I hate to say this.
The South is terrible.
I think the Niners take a step back.
Well, the only thing about the South,
Rams,
I don't think the Niners take a step back because we always think they do and they never do.
Yeah.
So I think that there's like the year that Christian McCaffrey had last year.
Yeah, you think he played 17 games after that year?
We'll see. He had a lot of touches. Yeah, a lot of touches.
No. Don't you draft him, boys. Who's the number one pick in fantasy?
It's Gibbs or Bijan.
Over Christian?
Yeah, McCaffrey then is Gibbs. No, it's Gibbs or Bijan, and then it's a couple of receivers, and then it's
five-ish.
Okay. Depending on who you take. It's him, Jonathan Taylor, are kind of the next up.
Mm-hmm.
Your boy gets just every year he's a little older, and they dump him down two levels lower. Derrick Henry. Now you get him about 19th or 20th.
Really?
That's right.
Well, get him 19th or 20th.
Well, yeah, if you can. No, the question is, I think well, here we go into fantasy. I think the mistake fantasy football players, if you love a guy and you have the 8th pick and they've got him 21st, take him. Like, I do that. I'm terrible about it. Like, if you love Derrick Henry and there's the 8th pick, well, I'm going to take Jonathan Taylor because that's where he is on the value, and he's the higher rated one.
Yeah.
But you got to kind of be like the Jags, take guys no one's ever heard of, and you're sure it's going to be good. Well, maybe consensus doesn't tell you that.
Go 5-12 and call it a year.
Yeah, because I feel like I'm with you, though. I kind of feel that way, too, about Dallas. I ebb and flow. Like I'll believe in a team like at a certain point of the offseason, and then when I circle back around closer to them, it shifts a little bit. So and the Cowboys are on that one that's kind of shifted into a little, like you said, the Niners you're down on.
Yeah.
You're throttling down on them. You wouldn't put them. I'm assuming now when we do our picks, they won't be a playoff team for you.
No.
But the only thing that I know for sure is that the NFC South is gross. It's gross. It's not there's no talent. The coaches are gross.
Oh dear.
It's just I guess maybe Kellen Moore, and you give him a pass because he's in New Orleans and he hasn't had a shot yet, and he was looked at as one of those young. But Todd Bowles, Kevin Stefanski, and Canales,
Yeah.
The quarterbacks are all like high picks that haven't. You probably ride New Orleans for the unknown. Go with Schalke, who had a good end, and go with Kellen Moore, and they signed Olave, and they got Etienne. And
Who they signed?
Well, they extended Olave.
What's his name?
Don't do it.
E?
Oh, no. E didn't hear.
Olave. Olave. That's my jam.
SportsmenOnly.com studios. Live streaming from the XL Digital Studios. Brought to you by Harbor Dental Care, Jacksonville's first choice for dental emergencies.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Transmission problems? Call Action Transmission Specialist. I'm Robin, the owner. My team provides expert service, done right the first time on all makes and models, plus a nationwide after warranty for total peace of mind. Action Transmission on Merrill Road. Get traction, call Action.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes. Awaken 180 clients have just reached the 1 million pounds down mark. 1 million pounds, a city of people. That's thousands of people who reclaim their lives the easy way, the medication-free way. What's stopping you? Awaken180weightloss.com.
This football season, stop tailgating in a parking lot. Upgrade to your own private rail car at River City Railway. Entertain clients, party with friends, or create unforgettable family traditions. And River City Railway is just steps from the stadium. Full-size rail cars with AC, flat-screen TVs, private restrooms, outdoor entertaining spaces, and parking passes. Everything you need for the perfect game day. Visit rivercityrailway.com and reserve your rail car before they're gone.
The kids are back to school, and it's finally time to upgrade your outdoor living space.
At Lifetime Enclosures, save big on beautiful glass enclosures, screen enclosures, outdoor kitchens, pergolas, and more.
Stop in and save with our exclusive showroom specials on the outdoor space you've always wanted. Create the perfect place for family dinners, game days, and year-round enjoyment.
Don't wait. Save today. Visit lifetimeenclosures.com to schedule your free consultation. Lifetime Enclosures, bringing affordable luxury home.
Lifetime Enclosures.
In this age of globalization, we've learned that bigger isn't always better. Ever tried to get phone help from a big corporation? From a real person? Good luck. That is what's so nice about Mike Merritt's Heating and Air. Unlike publicly traded conglomerates with headquarters in faraway cities, Mike Merritt's Heating and Air remains family-owned and operated by Mike, your neighbor. Mike Merritt has delivered hometown service, integrity, and pricing for generations. The big guys incentivize their techs to sell you new equipment. Mike's team emphasizes repair first. We only sell you equipment if your current equipment is worn out and beyond repair. And let's be honest about price. Small operations without much overhead can sometimes lowball your job, but you can't trust just anyone with a truck. They may be here today and gone tomorrow. Mike Merritt has been keeping North Florida cool for more than 3 decades. That's experience and dedication you can count on. Call today or see us on the web.
Florida license number CAC 050384.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
It's about to get real. Training camp is on. Listen to 1010XL throughout the day for all the details and analysis of the passes, runs, and defensive performances. 1010XL's coverage of training camp is brought to you by Green Acres Sporting Goods.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Get ready, Duval. Jaguars training camp is returning to Miller Electric Center. Join us for an up-close look at our players in action and be part of the excitement as football returns to Jacksonville. Daily tickets are limited, so don't wait. Secure yours at jaguars.com/training camp.
All right, it's been a fun day here so far at the camp. The Jags have, I think, entertained the fans out there. Brief moments I've got to see. There have been some exciting plays. The offense is pretty in sync here for the last 2 days.
It was Jonas Cespedes.
It was?
And it was Michael Fulmer.
Michael Fulmer.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
So we're
I said PH, though.
Well, Fulmer. PH.
He's
But then-
Fulmer's FUL.
Yeah, and then I put it together.
We were just talking about deadline deals in the past and
American League Rookie of the Year in 16.
Yeah.
And then he just
It's been that long too. That's another thing. It's hard to believe that Murphy's run was 11 years ago.
Golly, goes by.
Well, the trade deadline is heating up again this morning.
Lose Arias to the Phillies.
Okay, there's some moves being made out there. And
Soriano to the Blue Jays.
So, and we'll see some more. And look, with Soriano off the market, it leaves like 3 or 4 pitchers that are having good years that are still out there. And again, if the Braves, if 4 o'clock comes and goes and the Braves don't make a single deal, I don't know what to tell you, dude. That they don't understand how woefully inept, like when it comes to winning a championship, our pitching is. I don't know what to say. You can't go into a playoff series with Ronaldo Lopez and Martin Perez as part of your 4-man staff. What are we doing?
Who you put somebody on IL pitcher yesterday?
Probably Strider. Oh, no. Lopez. Yeah, he's hurt again. Yeah. So, he wouldn't. Yeah. It goes without saying they need to go find 2 pitchers. I love today to end and have Robbie. If you give me Robbie Ray and Casey Mize, and I don't care if you trade the top 10 prospects, I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
And by the way, a Braves pitching prospect is about as valuable as a Buffalo nickel, whatever.
Play us out of here.
Oh, I'm happy now. We won 5 in a row. Things are good.
Is driven by nobody but Nimnicht. Nimnicht Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnicht Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
Tony,
So let's say what now?
well, I tried to I got another trade here. I tried to, it involves the Mets, and I tried to offer him to you guys earlier with GM Jeff. All I wanted was Ozzie Albies in return. No, it's Brooks Raley. And he's gone to the Phillies.
Philly's trying to load up.
I don't like in the division trades, and that ticks me off.
I'm assuming
I
Raley.
can't hate David Stearns any more than I hate him. So it
I'm
doesn't
assuming
matter.
Raley is on a 1-year deal with you. Most of these 35-year-old relievers they're like a 1-year deals. Like they're not giving up their future.
I saw the Arias thing here the last couple days. He only wanted to play second base. Like wherever he was going, he only wanted to play second base.
Okay.
It was like,
Fair for him.
It's like they're out.
Well, yeah, that's a good
that
point.
kind of thing.
That's a good
We're
point.
not moving Ozzie. He's playing too well to.
He can play second for us.
Yeah.
Well, now he'd be playing second for the. Who was Stott? Who was their second baseman?
I don't even know.
Stott, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
What do you got cooking today?
We will be getting into tough guys on the team. That's kind of our question today. Who is the toughest guy currently? Who's the toughest guy all time for the team? We'll be reacting to the first day in pads, at least what we were able to see when we weren't back in
The rain stopped?
Yeah, in and out of the rain. Practice never stopped. They just,
Yeah, good for them.
guys got a little wet. There was no thunder.
Good for them for staying out and
Are
playing something from the
you going to
fans.
stay in here or are you moving back outside?
I hope
They're-
they're staying here.
yeah.
Like, practice is done.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's fair.
As we're coming on the air, I'll gladly sit in the AC. Whatever. The sun's coming back at some point.
Yes.
You know that.
I think they
I mean, I don't want to speak out of turn, but I think I heard him confirming out there you got Eric Murray coming up on the show.
We do have Aaron Murray coming up.
Very good.
Yeah. Oh, well, have a great show. Thank you very much.
That's Tony of the Mike and Tony team. They do this show called Jaguars Today. They do it each and every day. It's
about the Jaguars.
It's all about the Jaguars. It's incredible.
That makes sense.
Every now and then I'll get a little Nixon 5 out of Dempsey.
Sure.
Thank you very much.
Hawks in 2035.
Jalen Brunson gave Jalen Brown a death stare at the Coco Donnie Mitchell wedding this weekend because he was shooting. Well, that was Josh Hart actually shooting video, but Jalen Brown was clearly intimidated.
Jalen Brown and Jalen Brunson were the only two dimwits that couldn't get their RSVPs turned in time to Donovan, I heard.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, I heard Jalen Brown. They showed video of Jalen Brown going up to Donovan Mitchell, like in the playoffs. Mitchell was in uniform. Brown was in street clothes. He said, hey, man, how come I ain't got an invite? He's serious now. How come I don't have an invite to the wedding? He's trying to say, what are you talking about? I sent you an invite. I haven't heard from two people, you and Brunson.
Brunson was busy.
Was he there last night, though?
He was there.
Okay.
He was
Yeah, he was
busy. Nixon 5, baby. That'll do it for the drill. E.
Yeah.
Time to swerve.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
I'm Austin Dillon, driver of the number 3 Bass Pro Shop.